Oh, evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
I can't see the comments. Bear with me.
So far, we've got Stefan, Scott from Scott's Animal Adventures. Diana's in with us this evening as well. They've all said hello. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Good evening, all.
Yeah, sorry, I like feel and look like death at the minute, so.
Uh-oh. You ain't lost your sense of taste or smell, have you, mate?
No, I smell
Good.
because it's all bunged up. A bit of cold. Yeah.
Grown up. No. Right. Oh my God! What a day,
Sounds like you've not stopped, dude.
mate. The last, I don't know, week and a bit. If you could see down there. Oh my God! Put it this way, it took me 5 minutes to get in the room, climbing over everything.
Okay. Having a massive reorg.
Yeah. A lot of the vivs are gone now. Because space was an issue. So
Yeah.
New racking, kind of like a rub, but not a rub. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of trying to video it at the same time. So I've done like a time lapse video, but oh my word! And then I rehomed literally everything just grew massively, like over the last week, so quickly.
Yeah.
So I've been going out and getting enclosures for that, but I've sort of been buying maybe 2-3 enclosures at a time.
Okay.
But you sort of keep them and you're like, oh yeah, I've got loads of enclosures now. But when you come to reals, you've got a load of little ones now. So no point in having an empty tub. So I used the voucher. So woo, we got some more on the way. So
nice.
That's another bit. But oh mate, it's just all moved around in here. But yeah,
Hey, Stefan.
That's me.
Hi, Tyler.
Evening, Tyler. I know, Diane, I'm not too well.
Yeah. Mate, I'm knackered just listening to you tell me how busy you've been.
You look a bit red in the face, Tom. She been beating you up again?
You shouldn't say that. She'll hear you.
Well, yeah.
So, do you notice anything different this week, guys?
You got blue lights?
Oh, you missed last week, didn't you?
Oh, wait, hang on. You got another piece of racking, yeah?
No, same racking.
Oh, it looks longer.
I was going to say, I was hoping you got a comment on the quality of the camera.
So obviously not. It looks a bit more of a wider angle as well.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
I actually,
the racking looked, fisheye sort of style.
Yeah, it's mental. So I thought I'd just go and I'd buy a high definition camera that was like 1080p capable. It's not a bad camera. It's not like top of the range. It was a budget camera. I spent like 30 quid on it. But it is super wide angle, so there's no way in hell I can ever let this get in a mess when I'm doing a live stream.
Well, we can actually see the floor now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Good evening, Ebbs.
Hey, Ebbs.
Hello, Ebbs. How are you? I'm literally surrounded by plastic boxes. It's
I've got I've got a few sort of enclosures around me at the moment. I'm halfway through doing, so they're all stacked on the table behind the camera at the moment. But yeah, just a little sneak peek because there's a video coming, but that's one of them.
Oh, they are so cute, those enclosures.
Yeah, so I've adapted the original backing with some expanding foam and some bits of cork and stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
So, and there's another two 30cm cubes up there doing the same. Trying to get ready for a couple of builds. Good evening, Francis. How you doing, dude?
Good evening.
So yeah, mental couple of days. I've got had some new arrivals today. I've got some more coming tomorrow. Yes. So I got a parcel that I got off of Scott. Scott that's in the chat at the minute. I ordered some isopods and millipedes and stuff off him. So he's starting his own little isopod business.
Yeah, good stuff. Man.
So they turn up today, and really pleased with what I've got. Absolutely spot on. So video coming soon with review, and apparently that was Scott's first time shipping out. So I was his first official customer that he had to ship anything to. So
good stuff, man. Good stuff.
So good review coming. Oh. Well, Diana just said she stole your place while you were away last week.
Yeah, how was it for you?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I didn't feel that it was right on stream to be doing it.
Fair enough. I don't want to see that hanging off the camera.
Can't hear nothing now, but it'll be all right. Well, I was a bit disappointed. I pulled my snake shed out, but he's missing his tail.
Oh.
Common, mate.
You know, literally perfect. But missing tail.
The worst is when they somehow manage to turn it inside out and do a poo in it. So I'm sure you've had it. What a mess.
So, on that note, just
I'll have a sticker. Oh, they're awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, send one my way, Scott.
Hello, Lee.
Oh, evening, Lee.
Look at us. We all look like we all know, don't we?
I do have germs. Ebs, yes, thank you. Did you like the view that I showed you earlier?
Mate, how you're up, like, sod that. You're not afraid of like falling off, or?
No.
We can't be really, can he? He's an ex-scaffolder.
Yeah, but still, like, that's a long way down, man.
Like 60 foot, yeah.
Sod that.
Yeah, pretty big.
Oh, mate. Yeah, the worst bit is though, you've got to then pull the fence panels up the outside of the scaffold because they're like 3 meter high panels.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, forget losing your balance.
Where they're like the anti-climb stuff that you put around prisons with like 5 mil gap in between the bars.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to grip hold of it to try and pull it up the outside, it's not. But hey, the view was quite nice from up there, so
Rather you than me. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you know, there's something to be said about getting the opportunity to work out in the fresh air.
The cold.
But yeah, so I mean, I haven't really done much lately in the way of like rehousing anything.
I literally spent probably 2 solid days, 10 hours rehousing everything. 20 hours to rehouse. It's ridiculous, man. It's not until you
That's
go
mental.
through it, you're like, and the amount I've spent on substrate in the last week is horrifying. I'm scared that my bank's going to ring me like, did you make this purchase? Like, why have you spent nearly £300 on footage? It's crazy, man. Pet shop's loving me at the minute, though, and they're everyday life.
Yeah, our local really love us at the moment. We've bought, over the past couple of months, we've bought, I think, 10 brand new Exoterras, and we've got some more to get still.
They're so expensive, but they look so nice, don't they?
Yeah.
Especially when, like, you got a wall of them. It looks,
Yeah.
it looks really good.
It's just a shame they don't do, like, I mean, they've got a fantastic selection of sizes. It's just a shame they don't do some that are in between the sizes that they've got as well.
That's where I think Komodo filled the market, because there's sort of are odd sizes, but they're in the middle of the Exoterras.
Yeah.
Oh, no way, that sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, Komodos are pretty good, I reckon. They're
Yeah.
and they sell them in the range as well. So I don't know if you guys have got a range up there, but yeah, they're pretty cheap in the one down here. If anybody wants any wooden bibs, by the way, I am getting rid of a lot.
What sizes?
I can send you a picture later.
Okay.
Or now. Let me just send you a picture now. Pretty sure I've got a picture saved. Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's those ones there. Pudding.
Oh, nice.
There's also another little one as well.
So that looks like a. So a couple of 3 foot or 4 foot.
Yeah, then there's like there's 2 1 and I think they're 1 foot. I don't know, or 1.5.
Okay.
Like that. I've got 2 of them
Okay.
as well. And do you know the long glass Exoterras? 90
Yes.
by. I've got 2 of those as well.
Okay. We will definitely have a chat.
Yeah, no worries. I'm surprised that the floorboards in this house are still intact with the amount of weight in this room. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Last place I was at was a little bit like that because we had everything upstairs in the spare room. Obviously, that big heavy snake rack that I've got in the snake room, all the other bits and pieces. We had some big heavy duty industrial display shop that like the racking systems you get in shops, the really big heavy duty ones.
Yeah.
We had all that all in there as well, and that was like, yeah, you could hear the floor just creaking on its own for no reason. Some days I was convinced that something was going to come through the ceiling eventually.
Yeah. Your snake rat was upstairs?
Yeah.
How did you get that down the stairs?
So every layer comes off in a section.
Jesus, I wouldn't want to put that back together.
Slots. It takes a while, and then trying to like read all the electrics on it and put all the heat strips and stuff back in it afterwards are a proper pain. I'm potentially going to be looking at getting rid of that racking system and building something else that's a little bit more, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more user friendly.
Well, we looked into building it, but the price it would have costed for what we wanted is the price of 2 of the racks which we seen. So
Okay.
it's cheaper to just get the rack, but someone's got a cricket.
That's me again. It's always me.
So I can't hear it.
It shouldn't be quite so bad because this microphone on his camera is supposed to be a noise cancelling microphone.
No,
I'll believe it when I see it. You're just a ninja for locating crickets in the background. That's all it is.
To be honest, if one escapes, I'm pretty good at finding it as well. I don't know what it is. It's just like this, this thing I have.
So I'm going right back into the 90s now for my tea tonight.
Go on.
So I've got it sat next to me. So I've gone right back to the 90s for my dinner tonight.
Twizzlers.
Oh, they're so bad, but so good.
Turkey Twizzlers.
They're amazing.
They're not like they used to be. They're half the size they used to be. They don't taste anywhere near as good. They've removed all the artificial crap from them.
Yeah.
It's all the artificial stuff that made them taste so good.
They used to be good in a sandwich. There was somewhat satisfying
Yes.
about a Twizzler sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Not even a sandwich, just a bit of bread folded around it. Oh,
Yeah, I never really liked them when they were around then, and I still don't really like them now.
they were so good, man. The tomato and what is it? Tomato and something, wasn't it?
That's what I've got
Very
here.
good.
No, I've just got.
Tom, what is it with you and cakes, man?
Oh, I started something.
If you want to
with
cheer
those
Tom up, just buy him a pastry.
eclairs,
Cake is good.
Mm.
Cheesecake or Black Forest Gatto. Oh,
Yeah, I'm with you there on the cheesecake.
Mm.
Right.
Oh. Scott's just asked what favourite morph of the Levis that he sent me today I like the most. I quite like those Snow Whites, to be fair. So yeah, good evening, Ian.
evening, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Yeah, the stuff that Scott sent me through today. There's a couple of different morphs of those Porcelio Lavis. So I've got some more dairy cows to add to the collection, but I also got some milkbacks and some, I think he said they were Snow Whites. They're pretty cool. Apparently they'll produce like pure white isopods, which is cool.
Yeah, I got some like that. I literally rehoused them in this. Again, it's in the video, but mate, I have literally filmed probably 8 or 9 different, no, in fact, probably more than that. 10, 12 different videos over the last week. But now it's just putting them all together.
Yeah.
All good, my end, Ian.
Yeah,
How are you?
Right. Lurgy this end.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
Tom's
good
got
here, mate.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'll never manage to get around to starting that project this weekend.
No?
No.
Well, no, I'm not surprised we didn't like that.
No, well, I ended up having to go and finish off my private job on Sunday as well. So
Oh,
it's just been manic.
Yeah.
yeah, I've got the orange ones. They're pretty cool. Tropical orange. They breed crazy.
See, they didn't for me. They did nothing for me.
Dairy cows as well. They breed so fast.
Yeah.
Just about to unbox another. Do you really need any more Balfouris, Ian? You need to go to Balfour Anonymous.
Well, those armadillion ones that I found back when the ones that I showed you, they still haven't really done anything. But I'm only actually left with about 5 or 6 now. A couple died off.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm not too sure what happened there, but yeah, I think I'm left with about 5 or 6.
That's very true. You can't have enough Balfouris, but surely there's some limit, like, to how many.
It's funny that because the only Balfour actually owns an adult female.
Those ones, Scott.
Yeah, they're nice, man. They're
That's
super
the
big as well.
That's the Armadillidium granulatum.
Yeah,
See,
the
that's
wild
what I
type.
thought, but a lot of people say they're the Villar or I know it begins with a V, but I know
They've
that
got
some
the
people,
skirt going around the outside, haven't they?
yeah,
Yeah, they're the ones I've got. They don't breed very fast.
No.
Got little yellow
yeah, I'm
dots
left
on them.
with 5.
Welcome back, Ebbs. Francis said he paid 12 million for your female Balfour.
It's not mine, it's Sarah's. You'll have to negotiate with the boss.
Give me Balfour!
Oh.
I would say that he'd give his soul for a Balfury, but he probably hasn't got one of them anymore.
No, it's not. Scott, I managed to get it the other day. Well, a while ago. It's back in its home.
Yeah, spotted midstream, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, I literally seen it and I'm like, I've got to go. It's doing all right. Their enclosure now, though, I can't actually see into it. Where I sort of made it higher, it's not a very tall well, I don't know, but they've just webbed everything. And when I slide the door back, like it pulls the web with it. So
Yeah.
I need to think of another way of doing it, but I kind of want like a lid version, not a door.
Yeah.
You should do it, Stefan. Definitely. I just think what I do for another.
I must admit, that was like me. I know that obviously people say about creatures from the north and stuff, but I mean, I put in an order and I decided I was going to buy one Balf. You know, thinking that maybe later on I might slowly make a communal.
Mm-hmm.
Lo and behold, he sent me 3.
Ah, there you go.
So,
Can't go wrong.
I mean, obviously, I did place like quite a big order. It weren't like I just ordered one Balf. I did place quite a big order. But yeah,
the Brighton show, I bought 5 from, I can't even remember who it was, but I bought 5 and Shannon said that she'd buy 5, so she bought 5 as well. I had 8 in mine, she had 12 in hers. It's like, can't you count to 5 or what? Like, you just grab a handful and chuck them in a pot? Not that
Hey,
I'm known,
Jojo.
like, it's brilliant.
evening, Jojo.
Hello, Jojo. Over 100 Balfours. Oh,
That's
my
insane.
God. You'll get one, mate. You'll get one. Don't worry. All takes time.
Thank you, Jojo. That's because I actually have well, it's not just tarantulas in here. It's an animal room now. I didn't really have one before. They were scattered around everywhere. We've just collaborated everything into one place.
Literally everywhere. Kitchen, like, just everywhere.
They're literally, James, it was almost not a single room that didn't in it.
That's the thing. You walk in and it's like, well, I don't know where to look. Like, there's just something everywhere. It's brilliant. It's absolutely amazing.
Something different in every corner, and every time you look, you find something you didn't see before.
I love it. I love it.
I know I was a bit disappointed when you walked in and you didn't see one in front of you though. Like, you know, you could put one on the stairs or something. Everyone
Just
then had to like walk around it to get up.
Balance on the post of the banister of the stairs, like.
Yeah, see, you got it. No, you just cut the top off of it so it's flat.
Yeah. You're giving me ideas, Tom. Stop it.
Like, you could have just a tall arboreal tank there. Be fine.
Hello, Rocky.
Good evening.
Good evening, Danielle. I assume it's Danielle because James is normally.
One of those things, isn't it?
Oh, there you go. He's gone to blow his nose again.
Have you guys seen the new hybrid? No.
Yes, I have. I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
It's really
I
sweet.
did see that.
It's really sweet. I love it.
The raw cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, marine tanks are quite a bit of work.
That's your specialist. Your special. That's what you.
Yeah.
Speak to Tom about that one. That's what I'm getting.
Although, you know, freshwater tanks are fantastic and are a lot easier to sort of maintain and stuff, but you can't beat the look of a really, really nicely done marine reef tank.
No.
Mm.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, a live plant or a coral, to me, is sort of like a coral beats everything hands down.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, a hybrid on a mug. You are Tom?
Yeah, I looked at that. I saw stickers and I was like, oh, and then I saw a mug and I was like, Tom's going to be all over that.
Well, there's a few more coming in the next couple of weeks, so
You cannot fit any more on that shelf.
yeah.
Where's
there's plenty of room.
You know
so the
what
plan is just to keep going with a slant of the roof, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
When he runs out of room, you get them hooks and just screw them underneath and just get. Honestly, like, do you really need any more, Tom?
That's what I was going to start doing across the shelf that's above my head up here. No, still not arrived yet.
Oh. Oh, look at that. See, he goes on, everyone's offering to make him like bespoke mugs now. Look at that. Diana, that's what we tell him every week, and it's still there. One day it's coming down.
And they're all still standing.
That's the only reason people come on. They watch in suspense for the shelf to collapse in the middle of the live stream.
Not that I want it to do, but if it does, I hope it's on a live. Just so we can go, I told you it was going to go.
It will be, though. Everyone just tunes in every week just to find out whether or not the shelf's still there or not.
What? One time, you should just take it down to see if anyone notices. Next week, that's
Wow.
Yeah, basically, isn't it? You should have like a live cam on it so we can just check it, you know, like see how it's the progress of the shelf.
Day 28, it's still there.
No signs of breaking yet.
One of them,
I am noticing that the bow in the center of the shelf is just getting slightly deeper each time.
I like how we try to sort of like spread the weight across, like by stacking. Such a legend.
Well, originally they were sort of like stacked in groups. So you had like, when it was the Web Women, all of theirs were all together. Our ones were together. The TTSN lot were together, you know. And then it sort of just gave up. They just now go up there. And as I say, the worst bit is everyone has a slightly different size mug to one another.
Yeah.
So they just don't stack right. On the camera, they don't look too bad.
No, they don't.
But when you look up at them, you can see like one mug's like leaning.
Yes, it is, Scott. Someone else that's going to take the mic because it's in a pink can. Is that what you're going to do? Tom's had a bloody good go at it. Ooh.
But yeah, no, Jojo, if you get
Right
Jojo, if you get those made up as stickers, that hybrid logo, I definitely need some of them. And that's a mug that I will go out of my way to buy. So it's such a cool design as well. The contrast between the two logos, it just works.
Can you get a screen share of it?
Yes, I probably can. 2 secs.
Yeah, if a mug comes out, then I suppose
What do you mean?
I'll be obliged.
You'd be like, for a
There's no
there, like,
suppose.
yes, please.
Well, I'm not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm still the only one with Kelly's mug.
Right.
And Ian, if you'd like to design one, I might feel obliged to buy one from you as well. Just saying.
Tom, you are so funny.
I would side X, but unfortunately I don't own one myself either, so I can't.
I've got 2, but they're not mature. Nowhere near.
So what I'm going to do to make it easier for me to share this on the screen is I'm going to send it to our group chat because I've got that open on the computer at the minute, and then I'll share the screen so everyone can see.
Fair enough.
But it means that you guys will get to see it first.
And Ebbs, I'll be ordering one from you in 3 days. I'll actually be ordering 2.
Tom's got to have one, and Angel's got to have one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is... Yeah, you need to get that stickered.
So just let me bring it up. And I'm just going to share the screen now.
That's epic, that is.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's well nice, man.
So yeah, that definitely has to be on a sticker, and it definitely has to be on my sticker board. One of the nicest sticker designs I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I'm wondering now whether or not I should move the AI poster and start my stickers on that back wall instead.
Okay.
Rather than them being like in front of me here and no one seeing them, I could start them over there.
Would they not go on the door over there?
On the door.
Yeah, behind you, the glass.
They would, but I don't like. I'm one of these people. I don't like sticking them because if I ever want to move them, I know people generally send two, but I like to keep hold of them. That's why I like the way that when I've done all my racking out of wood and stuff, I can pin them all to that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. So I've just I cropped that so I could just focus on the little circle logo in the middle. Apparently, the whole picture is going to be the sticker. Oh dear.
Nice.
So a little bit of a good and bad couple of malts this week actually. So last week, obviously, the big female T Blondie was getting ready to molt. She malted. So got a lovely, nice shed out of her. The shed measures in 8.5 inches, so she's got to be a good 9.5. And you remember the new ones that Sarah picked up as sort of like the welcome home gift for me when I got back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of those was supposed to be a male T Blondie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's malted.
Female.
Yeah. So it's kind of good and bad news. It's a bit bittersweet, really. I wanted a male. I needed a male, but it's turned out to be female, so I can't really be grumpy about that.
I'm still sort of. Remember, we had a conversation about the one which me and Ian got told.
Yes.
Still don't know because like some people saying it's Sturmy, some people saying it's Blondie.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's
So,
literally about to molt. So
yeah. Will that be your first opportunity to tell what sex it is, or have you sexed it already?
that will be, well, the last time I tried, it was far gone. Like it was ruined.
Yeah, if you don't get them pretty quick, they don't half munch them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always went by like I said when we were talking about it at the time, when they did the split down of the genus, because obviously the T Sturmii, before it was classified as a species in itself, was always classed as a T Blondie, but it was a Burgundy variant or a French Guiana variant. So it wasn't actually classified into its own species until 2010. And I had quite a few back then. So it really confused everything when I had to start going through to identify which ones were which. And very shortly after they'd done the classification, they released the identification guide for Theraphosa.
Okay.
And as you I sent you the list, didn't I? The breakdown of how to identify. And when you look them up, the reason why yours was like straight away I looked at it, I was like, that's not a Sturmii, that's a Blondie, is because of the hairy patellas. Like the fact it's got long hair growing on the kneecaps. Because Sturmii doesn't have that, and in no circumstances does Sturmii have it. So it's potentially been missold as a Sturmii, but it's actually a blonde. Now I've never known of anyone to hybridize between the two. I don't think you can put Sturmii and Blondie together, because that would be the only other, if somebody that maybe didn't know.
When it molts, I'll try and get like a good picture, but
yeah,
it's always out in the open. It's never like hidden away, but it's always sits at the back of the enclosure. So
yeah,
it is quite hard to get a photo, but
Yeah. Because the only other one that's got hairs all the way down the legs is the apophysis, but that's quite obvious to tell the difference between that one and the other two.
Yeah, I've got one of them down there.
Yeah.
Still a bit, well, I say baby, it's probably just going into juvie.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're very different to Blondie.
To the other two. There are some similarities between Blondie and Sturmey.
Yeah.
But Sturmey tend to be a bit heavier bodied. They've got larger chelicerae and obviously don't have the hairs on the knees.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting one because it's been sold by reputable people as a specific species, but like the identification criteria are a little bit off slightly.
Yeah. He literally had like a whole table full of them.
Yeah.
That was all he was selling, I believe.
Oh, I think it goes off. Oh, good night, Jojo. Take care. Thanks for joining.
My comments aren't catching up. 1 second. Ah, there we go. Have a good one.
But yeah, so I still don't have a Sturmey. Well, I have. I've got one Sturmey. I've got a little juvenile Sturmey that it's a male.
Yeah.
So I need a female Sturmey. And then my 3 within the genus is complete.
Well, I got 2 out of the 3. Depending, obviously, what this one is, but.
Well, I thought I had potentially 2 pairs out of the 3. So obviously we've recently picked up the sub-adult female apophysis, and I've got one that came in the mystery box from my first mystery box from Creatures from the North, which I thought was female at first, but it's not. It's had another molt. I've managed to have a look at the molt, and it was trashed, but I'm about 80% convinced it's male.
Yeah.
So that's worked out quite well because that's smaller than the sub-adult female that we've got. So I've got a pair of them, and then obviously the blondies were supposed to be a pair, and that's turned out to be 2 females.
We need as
need to show
now then. Or
yeah, need to show. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's really mean for me to wish it was a male for you though. That's
well, you know, if it is, it is, isn't it? Like,
although do you know 50-50 loan, mate. That's definitely it'll definitely increase your odds of getting a female.
Very true. Very true.
Well, I done the video of me moving them regardless into that big tank, didn't I? I finally got round to sexing the molt, and I'm about 90% sure that it's male.
Oh.
After all that.
Always the way.
Oh dear. Well, it'll enjoy its home, but not for quite as long as you're expecting.
Yeah. Maybe like the next sort of 6 months, 9 months, something like that, and then be shipped out of it.
Yeah. Oh.
And my 2 chromatises have molted out, and like I was saying last week, and I think both of them are male.
Oh. That sucks.
But I have got another chromatus about the same sort of size, which I believe to be a female.
Okay, that's all right.
So I've just got to wait for that to molt now and find out.
I've known this happen to quite a few people.
Yeah, I just read that. It's so annoying. It really is so annoying. But you know, it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean the ones I get the mulks out and like check to confirm and stuff. Obviously, I generally find out that way. But there's been a couple that I've bought as like sub-adult females or adult females that and they've had one molt after you assume it's female, and then you're like, oh, that's definitely not a female.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two chromatas. They're still nowhere near adult size yet. They're sort of like large juvie sort of size, I imagine.
Yeah.
You know, they've probably still got about another 2 inches yet.
What was everyone's first ever tarantula?
Chili Rose.
Orphanacus blue Panay.
Straight in at the deep end.
Mine was
Take it was
Regalis.
tiny little sling though, yeah, Tom?
No. It was like sub-adult, like large juvie sub-adult.
What was yours, James?
The Regalis, the Indian ornamental. Like,
So another one straight in at the deep end.
yeah, and then the second tee was an LP. It was like, I got they ran the wrong way. What?
I was going to say you went backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually
my first.
for me, not, you know.
Okay. Yeah, my first was was a Chili Rose, and then my second was an OBT.
But still, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, I went the other way. Our first was blue Panay, and then our second and third was a Hamori and an Elegance tiny sling.
Yeah.
That is by far my favourite tarantula is the GBB. Well, I say that, but colour-wise, I think. Oh, I don't know. I like them all, but yeah, I quite like the GBB.
Yeah. I am my favourite overall is and will always be until they bring out something, until something comes out that's better.
Let me have a guess. Have you already said it or not?
No, I haven't said it yet. I might have said it on one of the
King...
previous live streams.
Is it the king baboon?
No. It's my favourite African species.
Yeah, they're pretty cool though, the king baboons.
Yeah. No, overall winner for me is P Subfusca Lowland.
I don't know. I like them all, to be honest, but yeah, I can't say there's one I don't like.
I think Pokies are my favourite genus.
Yeah.
Shortly followed by either Kilobrachys or Cereogopopes. Cereoplankpus, sorry.
Yeah.
Or however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, I then like the baboons as well.
Yeah, baboons are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm starting to come around a little bit more. What is that in front of the door? You mean on the floor behind me, in front of the door, Ebbs?
That's a dog bed.
It's actually not a dog bed. It gets used. It gets used as a dog bed. That is Sarah's meditation cushion, I suppose. That's what you could call it.
Oh, so it's just a big pillow.
Basically a big pillow, but it's got all like the chakras and a mandala and all that sort of stuff embroidered on it.
Yeah.
But it's been reclaimed the dog, yeah. No, it's not a dead body.
Be a weird shaped person, wouldn't it? Like perfectly square. Rectangle.
So what's your like your utmost top dream species to have in your collection?
I've already got it. How about you, Tom? Well, I'll go get it.
I'd like an adult female Marshelli.
Do you want one?
An adult female Marshelli.
Yeah, I said, do you want one?
I'd like, yeah.
Got 4 of them done there.
That's what I mean. I know they're quite a common species, really, but I would like to have one.
Yeah, oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Something about it. When I first seen it, I was like,
yeah,
I need one. I need one.
Scott, it's not called forcing, it's called encouraging. There's a difference.
Yes, it is called. Yeah, no, I agree with Wing.
And yes, Scott, the Bohemi or Bomay, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, they are.
They are. I mean, I've got 3.
However, the Kallenbergi, that's stunning, that is.
Yes.
It's a little cattle Kallenbergi.
Yeah, they're stunning, man. And the classy.
Well, Scott's entered my giveaway on Instagram, so potentially he might be getting his first tarantula if he wins it.
Why do you want a Marshelli, Tom?
Why?
Yeah.
I like them. I think I've got about 4 of them, but they're all still quite tiny.
Oh, okay. Every one I've got has came from a mystery box.
Don't worry, Diana. The random talk will come. We always get onto random subjects. It's just we usually get onto them a little bit later.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it? Like.
I think it was because you were missed so much last week, Deed. A lot of our usual like topics we ended up not really. It didn't flow quite as easily last week.
Oh, how was last week?
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Diana came on and joined us for a little while.
We just about scraped by without you. You know.
Oh, Thomas, stop it. Such a babe, aren't you? I am in the process, actually, of making some sauce. If anybody would.
Oh yes.
Like to give it a blast.
Definitely.
I need to get some bottles from somewhere. I don't know where, but
eBay are quite good.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
So yeah, I've got, in fact you can't see it at the moment, but up on top of the racking about there is
oh yeah,
is the base for my hot sauce for version 3 that's just finishing the last of its stages of fermenting.
This time next year, I'd be like, guys, version 34 is amazing.
Oh.
What's
You know what,
different?
as long-
I've
as long
added
as it
half a teaspoon less of paprika.
Yeah, just something like that.
As long as it keeps getting better, I don't care. I don't want to start taking steps backwards.
The first one was just outstanding. Absolutely incredible. Second one was good. A lot of heat to it. I like that, but
Yeah, the consistency wasn't right on the second batch, was it?
it wasn't quite a dipping sauce, was it? It was more of a
No, cooking sauce.
yeah, you would add it to like some chicken or something, or
Yeah.
Stefan, version 3, I'm listening. Scott wants some of my special too. Oh wow, that's so weird. No worries, Scott, I'll send you some. That is true. Anything can be bought. Mine, well, one of mine is quite sort of faulty. The other is not, but
Yeah, so I've actually siphoned off a little bit of that pure chili paste into a little bottle because Stefan wants to try it.
Stefan ain't gonna have no bloody taste buds left.
I don't know, he's building up his spice tolerance quite quickly.
Yeah, but if you go a week without eating somewhat spicy, that's it, you've lost it. It goes so quick.
That's true.
So long to get them. I was thinking about doing a sweet chili sauce, but it's time consuming.
Yeah.
You don't want to get it too runny, do you? Like,
No. So what's the sauce that you're working on at the moment then? Because you did mention a couple of weeks ago you were looking at doing a barbecue sauce.
yeah, I've just gone with a chili, really, but
Okay.
it's like a smoky chili. So I guess you could use it for a barbecue, but it is more chili based. But it's really smoky, like really smoky, but all fresh ingredients, organic.
Good.
I went all out on this one. Organic onion, like £1 something. That bugger will make you cry at that price, wouldn't it? Jesus. When I got it to the till and she was like £1.15, I was like, sorry? For an onion?
For one onion.
Stupid farmers market, mate. Just stay away from them. Yeah, well, it certainly made me cry that one, I'll tell you that. Get a bag for 50p. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, when you bottle that up, mate, I definitely want to try some.
Yeah, no worries. I'll well, you'll be the first, don't worry.
Just reuse my bottle.
Yeah, I could just send you a bottle back to you. Of course, Stefan, you will have a bottle as well, don't worry. I did message James on Facebook saying, oh, I've had no message. Does a curry bring on labour though? Really made a goal. Oh, wow. No. I wish they were.
Just lovingly wrapped in organic gold wrapping paper, like.
Well, no, it actually. She was like, "Do you want it wrapped?" And she just put this piece of brown paper over it. And I looked at her, and she looked at me. She went, "That's all I've got." Like, all right, I look like a right Wally walking down the road with one onion.
A gift wrapped onion.
Gift wrapped onion.
Oh,
Yeah, I might do a barbecue sauce. Payday. I'll probably do it.
you seen that thing? That looks evil.
Did it make me cry? Yeah, at £1 something per onion. Yes, it did.
Daylight robbery over an onion. That's brilliant.
They see me coming and they went, quick, whack a 1 in front of that price. I know they did.
We were talking about this the other week.
Yeah, that
Not,
stuff is
not
nasty.
a
It's so
chance.
stinky. Tom, you okay?
Ish.
Slowly piling in the background.
I just shaved you off an onion. No, they don't. Well, yeah, basically. So, you know, an onion, they got that airy bit on the bottom. If you don't cut through that, you won't cry. The minute you cut the end off, that's when it bleeds. That's when it makes you cry. So if you don't cut them, it'll be all right. It's got a specific name. I can't think of what it's called now.
What, you mean it's not the hairy bit?
No, it's not. No. You couldn't go and like Bake Off and go, oh, why aren't you crying? Oh, because I didn't cut the hairy bit off. Like it's the root. That's it. The root.
But why would you be in a British Bake Off with an onion?
Well, I don't know. They cook like pasta and stuff, don't they?
And today I present you with the fried onion cake.
French onion soup.
Diana's just asked if she can join us next week. I think Tom's potentially already booked a guest for next week, Diana.
I think we're sorting something out, yeah.
It was a pleasure having you on last week, and if the guys have got no objection to it, if you want to jump on for a little while, you can jump on and say hello if you want.
Yeah, fire away. What am I today?
Hi, Angel.
Hey, Ray. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
oh, custard cream.
Hello, Angel. How are you?
Hello, James. How are you?
Oh, Diana, bless her.
Well, a lot better than Tom. Like, he's a man.
I know. I think I should be wearing a mask.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to be around someone that's got Rona, like.
I'm good. I'm all good. Hi, Stefan. I've been jabbed. I'm good. See some snakes down the road.
Diana, I'll be really happy with anything that your daughter wants to draw. So, yeah, whatever she wants to do, be really happy.
Evening, Ben.
Hey up, Ben. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben. How's it going?
Ben, have you got anything new? Always got something new, that guy.
Diana says she's hiding in her PJs tonight. Diana, you wouldn't be the first person that came on the live stream in their PJs.
Tom, stand up.
Just stand up, Tom.
What?
Tom, stand up. Wait, I knew it. Every bloody week he's wearing them. Hang on, I've got to put my live PJs on.
So I'm in PJs. I'm wearing pajama bottoms. I won't lie.
For me now, that it just goes hand in hand.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, like, when you get in from work, it's, why put on a completely different set of clothes? Why not just put on your comfy ones?
Surely yours are comfy, aren't they, Wayne?
What's that?
Surely yours are comfy. Well, apart from the hat.
So, no, it's a bit different now, because obviously, as of November, I got posted into a different unit, so I'm doing a different job. I'm actually wearing civvies every day at the moment. So I'm in, like, smart chinos, shirt, jumper, because I'm doing the welfare stuff.
Chinos.
Yeah, chinos, brown shoes, shirt, and a jumper.
I can't picture it. I can't picture you wearing it.
Well, I'll tell you what, next week I'll hold out on getting changed until we start the live stream, and then you can get a look.
No, it's all right, Wayne. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, it's just like smart. I suppose it's supposed to be classed as smart casual, but yeah, just because it's doing a welfare job, it's supposed to be less intimidating when people come to speak to you than being sat there in uniform.
Yeah,
I don't really think it makes any difference for most people, but because we deal with all the families and stuff as well, not just the soldiers, it's supposed to make us more approachable. But yeah, which is a shame.
I had to make that work for the police, and he was one of those that used to have to go around to people's houses and say, like, so and so's been in. And honestly,
right.
He was like, the amount of times I've been hit, and I'm like, for what? And he's like, for giving them the new. And he's like, it wasn't my fault. I've just got to come around and tell you. And like, poor guy quit. He was like, no, I'm out of it. Like,
yeah,
I've had enough of it. Bullied.
So we get those duties come up every now and again. We call them casualty notifying officers.
Okay.
So yeah, people that turn up to like families' houses to tell them we're very sorry, but something's happened to son, daughter, husband, wife, whatever. That's a sucky job.
I couldn't do it. No way.
Yeah, not so much now because we're not war fighting and stuff at the moment. But obviously during the days of like Afghan and Iraq and stuff like that, they were quite busy, as you can imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's not really like jury duty. I suppose it is in the way that it sucks and nobody ever really wants to get Dick to do it, but
Jury duty is horrible.
Yeah, it's not easy breaking bad news to people.
No. The thing is, like, working in a vet, I could never do it because I get attached to animals very quickly. So I wouldn't want to let them go. Like,
I know. The baddest thing for me is, that I've got to go up to a customer and tell them I've gone through their water pipe.
You know that new fence I just put up? Yeah. Well, I just put my boot through it. Sorry. You need another tunnel.
But on the upside, you've got a nice water fountain.
I painted a shed the other day, and I thought of you when I done it.
No, in my job, Scott, you kind of do have to do it. It is obligatory. You haven't really got a choice.
what made you want to do what you like do now? Like, did you used to play with like Action Man, or
No. So
that came out really like
And what he's about to say is, no, I play with Barbies, but
no. So like I said, it wasn't like a lot of people when they join up, it's usually done straight out of school. You know, they don't really have much life experience and that sort of stuff, and it's always like, you know, either a long family history of people that served in the military or stuff like that. But for me, it was different. Yes, I have a family history of people that served in the military, but I'd got some life experience before I joined up. So I left school at 16. As soon as I left school, I got a job. I qualified as a carpenter. I didn't really like the prospects. I'd always been interested in doing a medical profession. I wanted to actually look at being a paramedic, on like a civilian paramedic.
Okay.
But I left school without the qualifications that I needed to go to university and do my degree in paramedical sciences. I was really struggling to find like my place in the world and where I fitted in and stuff like that. And I just turned up at an Army careers office one day. And they started talking to me about joining the military as a medic. So I looked into it from that perspective, and yeah, that was 17 years ago, and I haven't looked back.
Wow, that's pretty good, though, isn't it? Like,
And I was just so crazy honest about me.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
How did Sarah get into it? The same sort of.
Sarah, it's funny. Sarah just said in the background, for her, it was just because she was that crazy. Nobody else would have her.
Well, okay.
So, I suppose it was a bit different for Sarah, because Sarah wanted to join from a very, very young age, but she ended up starting a family instead, and then she sort of started a family, raised the child, and then once he was at an age where, you know, she could start thinking about getting back into the things that she wanted to do with her life, that's when she joined up. But Sarah was the same. She did a medical job as a civilian before she joined the military.
Okay.
So yeah, she did. She worked on ambulances and stuff as like before she joined up, and then joined up as an Army medic.
It's a pretty good bit of plaster then.
Yeah, loves a bit of Brufen and Tubey grip.
TCP all the way.
No, we go for the iodine. It stings more.
Yeah, I imagine it does. Do you say stuff like, "Well, it's your own fault"? Like, no, it's because you don't do.
You shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah,
You're not bleeding. Your limb's not hanging off. Get up and walk it off.
told you, be back before it starts. You didn't listen.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Pain is just weakness in my body.
That's what Sarah just said. Pain is just weakness leaving the body. Yeah, see, that's the other thing about it, Si, as well, is if you've got military medics around, as soon as somebody shouts medic at the top of their voice, we all start freaking out and looking for the dead people.
Just saying to everyone, get down, cover, listening for gunshots.
Yeah. No, last thing you want is a military veteran in the middle of a tarantula show having flashbacks. Like, what? Start flipping tables to create cover and hiding.
Spiders flying everywhere.
Oh. But yeah, no, you know what? I wouldn't change what I do. You know, I wouldn't still be doing it after 17 years if I didn't love it. It's a job that makes you feel like you're making a difference. And like I said, I don't have to get into the I don't have to get into the politics behind, you know, the conflicts that the military's got involved in and that sort of stuff. That's not my job. My job is just to fix the crap that comes out of it all. Oh, I seem to be on my own. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
unfortunately, I think I'm going to get off soon.
Yeah. Yeah, you look like you could do with a good night's rest and a hot toddy, mate.
Pretty much.
Get yourself a hot toddy.
Yeah.
See you in a minute.
Well, I'm going to get myself off, and
Thank you,
I'll
Tyler.
catch you all next week. All right.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
All right.
I hope you're feeling.
Catch you later.
Hope you're feeling better
Yeah, I
after
just
some
feel
rest,
better,
buddy.
mate.
Yeah. Cheers.
Adios.
And then there were two.
And yeah,
I don't know. Should we put it out there? Stefan,
yeah, if you want to.
Sidex, would either of you two like to, or both of you would like to jump on and, or Ebbs, Scott, anyone? I know you're in your PJs, Diana, but the invitation's still extended.
Come and have a chin wag. I'm making burgers tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
Hmm.
Do you like a good homemade burger?
Do you have a particular recipe for making burgers?
Depending what type of burger it is. Tomorrow we're having dirty burgers, so
Okay.
I'm literally gonna be putting the mince kind of in like not a bath, but in a tub of Worcester sauce.
Okay.
So
get dressed, Tyler. Hmm. I made some burgers a couple of weeks ago, but it's really difficult to get half decent mince for making burgers. Because standard,
I just get it literally from the butchers. It's nice because it's actually red, not like pink when you buy it.
Yeah, proper mince.
Mm. Ebbs, come and have a chin wag.
Yeah, come on, do it.
Do it. Sorry.
I'll send you the links. I'll send Side a link as well if he wants to jump on at some stage. I'm just going to send a link out to a whole bunch of people and see who rocks up.
Why don't you just put it on Facebook and see? Nah, don't do that.
No, that's. Right, 2 seconds. I just need to send out a couple of links.
Did I show you my fan art the other day?
No.
It is literally a fan.
That's legendary. I love it.
Hang on, that one's Shannon's. Let me get mine. Look at this. I think it's absolutely amazing. Look, it's literally my logo.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's fan art.
Who done it for you?
Brilliant. Huh?
Who done it for you?
It's someone that we work with. It's her daughter. She watches
Oh,
little bits here and there. But
that's pretty cool.
she done that. This was from a 1-year-old. I don't quite know what way it's meant to go, but it's on the back of a menu as well because why not?
That's clearly a tarantula about to pounce on a cricket in a bioactive
Well, this
setup.
is what I thought, but
It's amazing with stuff like that. It's like looking at those ink splot things. You can look at them and see whatever you want to see almost.
I got another one as well from the girl in the street. She's I can't reach it. It's got like a rainbow on the front of it. It says, "Thank you for showing me the animals."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Just trying to find Sidex. There he is. Sent him the link as well. Stefan should be joining very soon. I've sent him a link on Instagram. Si, I sent you the link as well, mate, if you wanted to jump on for a bit. It's on Instagram.
Just got a pot for a wee, all right?
All right.
Not that you needed to know that, but if I just left, you'd be like, "Oh, where are you going?"
Hey, dude.
Hello. How we doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Yeah, all good. First thing I want to say is that package from Scott.
Yeah.
He was absolutely shitting it.
I got that.
He was sending me
Yeah.
pictures of it all, and I can't.
Yeah.
He did an amazing job on it.
He did. He messaged a few times to see if it was here yet, and said he was a little bit nervous. But you know what, mate? I'm really, really happy with that packaging job. It was absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
There are some little aspects of it that I'm going to mention in video when I do the review that really impressed me. That showed that he'd really put some thought into it, which I really liked.
Yeah, he wasn't looking forward to it at all.
That's better. Oh, hello, Stefan.
You all right?
Better now I've seen you, darling. Not in a gay way. How's life?
Same as.
I seen your picture the other day coming out the bowl.
Oh, that was years ago.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
shot, though, isn't it?
That was them two. They were like 4 years ago.
Don't tell anyone.
I put it on the post.
Oh, did you? Sorry, I
Yeah.
never read the post. I just looked at the pictures.
I don't think you physically could have got any more packing peanuts in that box, mate.
Was there white ones in there as well as green?
No, I think they're all green.
So I give him a
Yeah.
couple of boxes and a load of my peanuts that I had. So
Yes, mate. Heat pack was still nice and toasty warm.
Stefan,
yes.
do you keep isopods?
Yeah, I've got 3 colonies, dairy cows, oranges, and clowns, which I got from Scott. Anyone wants isopods, go to Scott.
Might I just add in? That's a cracking t-shirt you're wearing there, mate.
I know. Can't get any better.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know.
eBay, I've heard. They're on there, aren't they?
Might have been eBay, I'm not sure.
I thought you were going to say something like, "Nah, I got it from Poundland." Or, you know,
Second hand out of a charity shop.
Yeah.
Primark. I love Primark.
I need a bloody haircut. Oh no, the clowns aren't mine, are they? They're my daughters.
Yeah, but you look after them, don't you?
Yeah. She helps feed them and that, but yeah, they're on my racking.
They're on my racking in my house, therefore they're mine.
So yeah, so your bottle of chili paste from version 3, which has not been diluted in any way, shape, or form,
Yum yum.
is sat in a little bottle, ready to go. So
Yeah.
Did you use any chili extract or
no,
just
no,
paste?
it's all pure chilies that I use fresh if I can get them fresh. Except for the Reapers, it's really hard to get Carolina Reapers fresh.
That's what I've got there.
Okay.
I got probably just a little bit more than that left, yeah.
So yeah, I warn you now though, it's not going to taste nice.
All right.
It literally is just pure chili paste with some garlic, ginger, and onion in it. That's it. I've not had any of the extra ingredients.
That's why I asked if it was chili extract, because that is nasty. How anybody eats that, I do not know.
Well, Danielle's off. Good night, Danielle. Thanks for joining.
Danielle.
Say hi to James for us.
Yes. Hope you're both well. Hello, Germany.
Hi, Christoph. How you doing?
That's a long way, mate, isn't it, Germany? Oh, I wouldn't want to walk there.
I like Germany. I spent 3.5 years in Germany.
Quite like Denmark.
Say again?
Quite like Denmark.
Yeah.
Mainly for the Danish pastry, but it's a joke.
Fair enough. Danish women are pretty hot as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I went there a couple of years. I say a couple of years ago, like 10 years ago. It just rained every single bloody day.
Excuse me, Scott.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to.
Okay. And the prize for the most random comment of the evening goes to.
I'm going to. I'm not sure.
I'll take my head cleaner for one that says head shave.
Oh, mate, we still got Ebs in it. We've got to do it live.
Ebbs, say it, do it.
Diana's still here, isn't she?
Scott's a female. Scott, say. I was watching one of the. He's an ex-pro downhill World Cup champion.
Yeah.
And he was doing a live the other day, and he was like, "Now just ask the most random question, and I'll answer it." And someone said to him, "Could you grout a turtle smooth?" And he just put, "Yeah, I'll give it a go." Like, what sort of question is that? Could you grout a turtle smooth? So weird. Is he actually gonna shave it live? No.
I genuinely have no idea who this guy is.
Scott apparently identifies as a female. Stefan, what's got in the cupboard? This is raw. Oh my god, I've just come up with this new thing. No, wait. So this is a new segment to Lads Night In. Every week, we're gonna do 5 minutes of inside Stefan's cupboard. We're just gonna have a look inside your cupboard for 5 minutes. What have we got?
Not a lot.
Chicken gravy. That's the best.
Bistor.
And a little bottle of Jaeger there.
Salt.
In a Jaeger bottle.
Why have you put salt in there? What's up, Stefan? Oh,
Okay.
Not much.
that's the new segment, all right? Every single week now.
All right. Can we switch cupboards?
Huh?
Can we switch cupboards, or does it have to be that cupboard?
I'll leave that with you.
Every week a different cupboard.
Every week a different cupboard. All right,
All
deal.
Sweet.
But you got to put something in the cupboard which is out of place to everything else in there, and everyone else got a spot. So if it's like a cleaning cupboard, have some like vinegar in there or something. I don't know, just like something random.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, we'll do that.
How epic is this gonna be? People gonna join just for the cupboard bit, like. Let's have a look inside Stefan's cupboard. It's like Through the Keel, but you remember that show, Through the Keel? That was brilliant. Let's go through the keyhole. Who was it that did that? Can you remember, Wayne?
Through the Keel.
Yeah.
No. I can even hear the voice.
Who was it that did Bullseye? Bob something, wasn't it?
Bullseye was.
He had them glasses like this big, didn't he? Like they were
Yeah.
huge.
Was it
And then
Bob
Buddy kept
Holdsworth?
them
Something
at the
like
bottom
that?
of the screen. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like Bob Holdsworth or something like that.
The questions on there were just stupid. I'll have an O, please, Bob. Keith Lemon? No, it was not Keith bloody Lemon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ebbs to the stream.
Hello,
I'm trying
Ed.
to
How are
turn the
you?
volume down. The laptop's like playing up again. There's no feedback, is there?
No, you sound good.
Fine. That's all right then. That's all that
All you
matters.
do. Is that a servant hatch behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I want in life is a house with a servant hatch.
Ah, Mr. Hewish. Hey, Adam, how you doing, buddy?
It's quite fun, especially when Sidex decides to just put his head there when I'm on my live. So.
Do you ever pass people's food through, pass your own through, and then walk round?
No, we passed Nyla's food though.
Oh, see, I'd do that. I'd pass my own through and then walk round and collect it.
Do you like? This is the conservatory, so it's. But it's pretty cool.
Was that Ribena you had then?
Oh, question
Yeah.
for you there, Ebbs.
In this viv, this is our iguana. I would get her up, but she's sleeping, so I don't think she'll. See if I can. You can't see it because she's like right in this top corner here.
That is a hell of an enclosure, mine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 6 foot by 5 foot. It's bigger
Wow.
than me. Are you getting
I would
out?
not want to heat that thing.
Could live in there.
Can you watch?
Hello.
Sidex.
There you go.
Good evening, reptiles and bugs.
Oh man, look at that.
That's Nala for you.
That's awesome.
She's a pretty little old lady. Bless her. And have something to swallow. Try to like hide my like 5 head.
Don't
What?
worry about it. Look at Stefan there.
My 5 head.
I was thinking that earlier on when I realised the amount of glare that was coming off the light on my forehead.
Like,
What do you use, Wayne?
because I've
Like,
had my hair,
Mr.
I feel like
Sheen
my
or-
hair's just like what?
Mr. Sheen, I love it. Pledge, actually.
All right, pledge.
Well,
Stuff smells
you do
so
have an
good
address.
as well.
Sit there in the corner with your little dress book, making sure that you've got everyone right.
Oh, the address book. Yeah, that was funny. That made me feel.
Oh.
Pretty sure I found one here the other day because we've moved into my grandma's house and like loads of her stuff was still here. So,
Was there an address book?
yeah. I think it was. I couldn't really read the writing, so
Old people write really small, but it's all joined up, isn't it?
It's like
My nan
doctor's
writes
note.
something, and then she goes, "What does that say?" I don't know. You wrote it. Like, what am I meant to do?
It's 100% like doctor's notes.
It's just a squiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm used to reading doctor's handwriting now, though. So it's generally me that stuff gets handed to like that to decipher.
Get team on it. I keep seeing my name pop up, but I didn't have a chance to read them all. Sorry.
So I'm trying to keep
Let's have
track
a
of them.
look.
Anything that I need to pop up, I'll try and pop up. But they sort of seem to disappear for a little while and then come through 4 or 5 at a time. So I
Yeah.
keep missing them as well.
It were playing up on mine the other day. Scott, she does have heating and lighting, so she's got a normal heat lamp, and she's got a ceramic heat lamp for night, and she has UV and calcium, and yeah, she has quite a lot. She's just a really old girl. We got her from someone I went to uni with because he had to move but couldn't take her.
Mhm.
And he was like, I need her to go to someone that actually knows what they're doing. So we
Yeah.
took her in. But he got her when she was 2 and she'd been neglected. So like all her spines and everything are really bad.
Uh-huh.
And she's like got really bad stunted growth. I think he said they kept her in like a 2 foot or 3 foot viv. So
That's
just as
terrible.
yeah.
So you're basically just giving her like a retirement home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she loves
Yeah.
it. Like she gets so much fruit and veg and everything she wants, and then she comes out whenever she wants. And she's got all this
Yeah.
little bit of the conservatory. Like we've got a wall here with the baby gate, so she can't get out, so the kids can't get to her, and it's good.
Yeah.
I just can't wait till summer where we can actually take her outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be good, as long as she just doesn't climb the tree and get over the fence. That's fine.
Baby gate the tree.
Oh, can you
Yeah,
imagine just going over to your neighbours like, sorry, but my iguana's in your garden.
Feel free, come around and get it.
So yeah, Sidex just mentioned there that never actually planned on having the iguana due to like his belief that they don't make great pets. I was always under the impression that males weren't fantastic. Male iguanas didn't make fantastic pets after they reached maturity,
Yeah.
but females were a bit better.
A female still can be a bit grumpy, but he's the guy that we got her from's had her 8 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So he like did a lot of work with her, which like he has to have credit for that because like from what I know, she was in really bad shape.
Okay.
But he was absolutely good to be able to have to even part with her.
Yeah.
I don't think I could part with any of
Really good.
them.
Tyler just said get her a wee harness, take her for a walk. The neighbours.
I don't think she'd take that on. She can be so grumpy sometimes, but she's never actually like done anything. She just like looks at you and like gives you that look where she's like, yeah, piss off now.
Yeah. My birdie's like that. In fact, the skinkers as well, to be honest.
It's like, you know when she's had enough.
Yeah.
But it's like animals like that, you've just got to read them properly.
That's where I think a lot of people go wrong as well. You know, they're like, oh, it's moody all the time. So, well, if you keep sticking your face in its enclosure, like, you won't want some random stranger poking your head through their head through your window, would you? You know,
It's like-
it's the same sort of thing.
It took her like about a month to get used to us. And then
Yeah.
she started letting us like pick her up and bring her out and stuff like that. But like now she's fine. But like we just took us time with her because obviously like she's old, she's gonna be confused and yeah. You just gotta go with their comforts.
It all
really.
takes time, though, doesn't it? You know, it won't happen overnight.
It's like it's with any animal though. Like you've just gotta go with how they feel comfortable and then go. It's like my hog nose. My hog nose like bluff strikes at everything.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely terrified to handle it because I feel like I'm going to get bitten. But like, I'm just going to get some gloves and do that. But she needs to be handled because if not, she's never going to be fine for like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
When she needs to be handled.
Yeah, we've got a Vietnamese blue beady rat snake. Who again, she's an adult female, so she's a good 7 foot long. And the guy that we got her from, that was, like I was saying last week, it was a rescue. She was in a 3 foot Viv. He was too scared to open it up, to clean it, to do anything, to rehome it or anything else. He got to a point he was just petrified of it. He would literally open it a cracked, pour water into the water bowl, so the water bowl like never got washed out. He'd like poke food in there for it, it'd eat the food and that sort of stuff, but never took it out to clean it or anything. And she literally has never been handled. And we're talking about a species of snake that is temperamental at best of times anyway. That's never been handled. So we're having to start from scratch with a 7 foot adult Taiwanese beauty snake.
Oh no. Like Sidex was looking on I think it was Preloved, and he came across this boa. They said it was a red tail boa. I think it was a red tail boa.
Yeah.
And it weren't a red tail boa, it was the other, because there's 2 variations in there.
Yeah.
It was
so
the other one.
The BCC and BCI. So the BCC is the proper red tail boa, and then the BCI is the standard boa.
Yeah, but they didn't even try to hide it on the photos. It was in like the smallest little Tupperware box with no substrate, no hide, no water, and just moldy poo everywhere.
That's not good.
We literally just went and took it and was like, we'll rehome it ourselves. Like, we'll make sure like nothing's wrong with it first, make sure it's all healthy, feed it up, and then we'll rehome it ourselves. Because obviously, like, we didn't really have space for this one. But like a boa's going to take up so much space, especially when it gets
when I got the spider, I went round to have a look at it, and he literally gets this washing up bowl with a plank of wood on it. I went, that's the enclosure. I was like, sorry.
What?
He's like, yeah, it was literally a washing up bowl with a plank of wood on it, and he said, I want 40 quid for it. I was like, you ain't having nothing. I picked up the washing up bowl and just left.
Yeah, fair enough.
Took it, and I was like, he didn't like follow me or nothing. He didn't say nothing, but like, I'm not leaving an animal like that. No way. Like, washing up. Oh, no. Sorry, mate.
That's not even got proper ventilation.
Exactly. It's got none. It had nothing in there. It had maybe 2 or 3 pieces of tissue paper as a substrate, and I was. Nah.
That's shocking. Good night, Diana. Take care. Have a good evening.
Fuming. I just walked out with it. I was like, come on, let's go.
Oh my god.
That's like neglect, and yeah.
Some people just get them and don't actually realize what they need for them. Like, they don't do any research.
No, impulse buying. We talked about this last week. Yeah.
I believe it or not, rabbits as well. Rabbits is a major bad one.
Yeah. It was the spider moth of the world.
Yeah. So I can't get them out to show you at the moment, Sidex, but I just noticed up there you said your favourite was Mexican Black Kings. They're not Mexican Black Kings, but I've got a pair of proper black milk snakes.
No, we have a Black King.
Yeah. He said
we had the big female, which is the mother of the baby that we've got.
Yeah.
Like we had to part with her just because like things were getting really rough and like it was one of them patches. But the guy that bought her, we knew, and he said like, my plan is to breed her, and obviously like if I do breed her and I get babies, then obviously you can have one.
Yeah.
So we ended up one, and she's literally pure black. Like she's even her stomach, everything. Because some of them you can get little patches, can't you?
Yeah.
But she is pure black, and she's stunning.
So that's the thing I love about the black milk snakes is because when they first hatch out, they hatch out looking like standard milk snakes with the proper banding. But once they hit about 6 months, they start losing their colour, and by the time they're about a year and a half, they're jet black and iridescent all over. So they look very similar to the indigo snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely stunning.
I think there's somewhat satisfying a pure white snake or a pure black snake. There's just
yeah.
They just
you want to say leucistic rat snake as well.
Nice.
Nice.
I should be producing some leucistic royals this year.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll be producing some leucistic royals this year, and hopefully those black milk snakes as well.
See, the worst snake we've had is a royal.
Really?
Yeah. The moodiest snake we've had was a royal. We had a jungle carpet as well. He absolutely loved me. He hated Sidex. And he was Sidex's snake.
It's strange, isn't it, how they get like...
He's just said there the only snake he's ever been bitten by.
Me, I could handle him, put my hand in, do everything in.
It doesn't necessarily hurt getting bit by a royal. It's more the shock of the thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
It just happens so quick. Like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that.
But the only snake that's bitten me was a Kenyan sand boa, and it was a baby, and that was enough for me. Like, it just literally like struck me, and I'm like, oh my god, it's actually drawn blood, and it was literally like this big. It was the tiniest little worm.
Little worm.
It was such a little worm, but it had so much attitude. But they do say that, don't they? They say the Samboas and the hognoses are very similar in like attitude and stuff like that.
Hello.
Hi Maria, welcome to the stream.
I haven't checked the comments for a while. Sorry.
That's cool. I'm keeping track.
See, it's so hard to like keep track of all the comments and do this at the same time. I think my live on Friday, I had about 20 people in it, and I was just like, how do you keep track of it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, the royal actually latched onto his knuckle, like he's just said there. I had to go downstairs and get the tongs just to like pry the mouth open a little bit, just so we could like slide her off his hand.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, you could do damage doing that, but like, what else were we meant to do?
Yeah.
I got bit just behind the elbow, like, quite soft bit of skin, and oh my god. Oh, yeah. It wasn't very nice.
Yeah, bit of mouthwash when they latch on seems to work quite well.
Yeah, hand sanitizer. I've heard that's obviously don't squirt it in their mouth, but like
yeah. So mouthwash has got the alcohol in it. It's the alcohol they don't like because it irritates the mucosa in the mouth. Hand sanitizer is probably a little bit strong. I probably wouldn't want to go with that. Vodka, as Scott's just said, I've seen people do that before.
Vodka, you're just gonna get it hammered instead.
everyone's got vodka in their house.
long as it turns into a happy drunk, it's fine. If it turns into an aggressive drunk when it's already trying to latch on, it's no good.
You never know, you might just mellow out.
Simon in the big glass, like, no!
Oh. Picking a fight with lampposts on its way back from the pub.
Everyone's
With
done
a
that.
little traffic cone in the bib.
Yeah, awesome.
Everyone's done that as well.
You wake up in the morning,
I
you look
did
out the
it.
window, you're like, why is there a road sign in my garden? What is with that?
At uni, I was a nightmare for nicking things on the way back from club. And like
Yeah.
this one morning, I woke up, I had a plant pot, a cone, and I think I had a stop sign as well.
So
My thing was always
to
garden ling.
A what? A cone?
garden
Garden
rings.
lings. You
No,
go to
I-
my mum's house, there's about 900 of them just scattered around everywhere.
We was in Wales. I don't think Wales know about garden gnomes, do they?
Wales?
Yeah, I two of my young lads got lifted, taking a, you know, like those Pizza Express restaurants or whatever they are, when they've got those big, like olive trees in massive, great big pots outside as decorations. I mean, this thing must have easily weighed about 80 or 90 kilos, and two of the lads, just for shits and giggles, picked it up and carried it home, the pair of them, 1.5 miles back to camp.
That
Got
was
lifted.
so me.
Got
That would be
lifted
me.
just before they got back into camp. If they'd have made it through the gates, they'd have been fine, but they got lifted just outside of camp.
Oh, that would definitely be me. I'm an
Why is it
absolute
as well? When you're drunk, the best thing to finish the night off is finding a trolley. Someone's always got to get in it, and someone's always got to push everyone as fast as they can. It goes round and round, fall out. Oh my gosh!
My last year at uni, I was right behind the Asda, and they had a massive trampoline outside, and they never took it in on a night. So you can guess where my night ended.
Sidex, you can't throw out a comment like that and then not elaborate, mate.
On a
Oh no,
trampoline.
he has some stories.
That definitely needs some elaboration.
I would give it a go, shut up. You know what I would?
See,
You've seen
you do.
your plant pots.
You do stuff like that when you're drunk. It doesn't matter how heavy it is or how much hard work it is. Once you get focused in your mind what you want to do,
I would get that home. If I wanted
Yeah.
that tree, I would get that home. Me,
This is
when
when
I
you-
am drunk,
When the pub's
Honestly.
open and that, you'll see two kids walking down a road with a Rover Metro. Like, come on, we can do it. We can do it.
I
So,
usually-
Sarah's just reminded me. She's just sat down next to me with a big grin on her face because Sarah was a bit of a handful when she was younger.
Do you bring a chair?
And was it one of your next door neighbours?
Yeah.
One of their next door neighbours had one of the old Robin Reliant freewheelers.
I've picked
So-
one of them over.
Her and her mates used to go get the vehicle, lift up the back end of it, and wheel it down the road into a different parking space like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. We did that. One of my mates had a car called a Projua Kalisa.
Yeah.
Tiny little thing from like, man, I don't even know where it's from. He used to park it one way. We used to turn it around and park it the other way. And he never, ever, for years and years, never noticed that we used to move it. Every day we used to move that. Yo! In the background.
Si, you right, dude?
Yeah, man. This is the Ebb Show. I'm just here as supervision.
Bodyguard.
Oh!
Uh-oh. What was that?
That was my phone.
Oh,
Don't
that's
be
never a
messing-
sound you want to hear, that, is it?
All my phones end up looking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a bit like that, to be honest.
So if I drop it now, I'm just like, another one.
Yeah, see, the
I'd
thing is
buy another one.
I always get those like ones with a flappy front case with a magnet on that's supposed to hold them closed when you drop them. For some reason, mine automatically open and land face down.
I always buy a case when I buy a phone, and it never stays on the phone. I'm like, I want to see the cool,
It gets
how
annoying,
pretty my
doesn't it?
phone is, and then I take it off and I drop it. The worst case I ever, like the worst situation I ever had with a new phone was it lasted 10 minutes before it got dropped and smashed after I got it. The worst thing was I just got it, and I was with my mates. I just left Carphone House. We were going back to go home, and my mate, he was like a Samsung Galaxy S3 when they first came out, and then
The iPhone.
yeah, that was a different scenario. And my mate was just pissing about, and he just spun round, smacked into me. Phone comes straight out my hand, smashed on the floor. And he literally, I picked it up, saw it was broken. I just looked up like this, and he was like, "Bye." He was gone. I was like, "Mate, I've had this phone less than 10 minutes. You are paying for the repair."
I think James has just got disconnected.
Oh, James.
But I've seen Luna's comment about the cone at some stage.
Oh, you're another good cone. You.
We stole the cone at uni
Yep.
and called it Coney. Coney the cone, and we kept it for about 2 months, and then the cleaning lady finally found it and stole it, and we weren't happy.
That's how you know you've got no valuables, when the cleaning lady comes in and steals your cone.
We had a little memorial for Coney the cone.
I mean, being uni students, you'd have thought you could come up with something a bit more, imaginary.
Oh no, someone actually ended up with a bike.
Oh. What's going on? First, we lost James.
Everyone's going now.
James, he's just messaged me on Facebook. Apparently, internet got kicked off of his tablet. Oh dear, computer just had a full-on meltdown.
James started it off.
Cool. Yay. Just got a restart. There we go. Welcome back.
Right, so this is on my phone. He's gonna have a look while I sit and talk to you. I have no idea what's just happened. It just said lock in, and then everything shut down. So
You weren't.
no, I
That
wasn't
doesn't-
touching it.
That doesn't sound good.
Laptop's been.
Yeah. Our oldest decided to throw a milk bottle at the laptop while she was watching a film,
I'll
and
show you.
it that's the
Oh
screen.
wow.
So I'm in the process. Well, I was about to start building a desktop PC. Think I need to build it a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of on its last legs.
Wow.
I need to try and turn this up, but without feedback. But at least I can show you Nala properly now.
Oh, look at her.
I said a lot.
Proper chilling night.
Yeah.
She's a good girl. Yeah.
I like the setup. The setup looks good.
She was fast on.
Those logs weighing up.
Yeah, these are like proper
Moving her
trees.
is the hardest part of moving her.
Yeah. Right. I might be able to join back on the laptop, so I will be back in a second.
Cool. See you in a
Bye.
sec.
Do you want to see what my youngest did to our old telly?
Go on. Sarah's just breathed a sigh in the background. We've had three smart TVs in the last 2 years.
We had this one about 3 months. I just flip the camera on.
Oh no.
Pulled it completely off the unit.
Wow. Yeah, I feel your pain. We've been there. Yeah, three now, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 that have been destroyed by the kids throwing something at it.
I was out in town doing a bit of shopping, and I just get a text off the missus, "We need a new telly." I'm just like, what? And she sent me the picture. I'm like, oh.
So the best one was after the first time we claimed on the insurance for it. We got the new one delivered. It was in place less than a week before they smashed that one. Brand new 4K smart TV.
We've had, I'll show you, we've had to get some brackets from the back. They're actually pretty handy. No, that's not what I want. Wrong one. Excuse the mess.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Just
Stop the kids climbing up and pulling it over.
nothing.
Yeah. Yes. Eb's kids are little shits.
Especially us.
Yes, it was very painful. It was like a, oh no, not again. And then, it happened again after that as well. So 3 separate insurance claims in the space of 2 years for TVs. We're going to get banned from making insurance claims for TVs eventually.
That's the worst one he's done. So
How old is he now?
15 months.
You got plenty of time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's true. At least we had the insurance for it. Oh, so what are you getting next for your collection?
Idea. No idea.
Need to apply the pressure, not pressure. So I didn't say pressure. You need to apply the encouragement to Scott a little bit more, because he definitely needs to get his first tarantula.
I keep saying it to him, but he's not ready, and his mum's rules.
Bless him. I think it's because deep down he knows.
He knows he'll love it too much and he'll get
He'll
more.
start the run, and then a couple of weeks later, one turns into 5, 5 turns into 10, 10 turns into 57, and then you lose count and there's no looking back.
I'm on the lookout for another scorpion.
Okay.
I just want another scorpion. I don't know what one, but
There we go. Yeah. I think I'm going to look at trying to get some Asian forest scorpions. Because you do some really nice bioactive enclosures with them.
Yeah, I've got the one.
Yep, that's exactly right. So Maria's just hit the nail on the head there. That's exactly how it starts. It's not a hobby where you can just have one. So I'll have my creature crate hopefully turning up tomorrow.
Nice.
Got a message from the guys at Creature Crate today, saying that my boxes were in a batch that was due to be shipped out today. So hopefully tomorrow.
Awesome.
I've got the promo box that I ordered back in December.
Yeah.
November, whatever it was. So I've held out on that for quite a while. But Lee's also said he'll send me a bio box. Just, I suppose, thanks for patience and stuff like that. But he also wants me to do a review and stick it on the channel. So that'll be interesting. No, Tyler, I have no idea what's going to be in it. It's a sort of a mystery box. But I noticed Scott Tasker's local, isn't he? So he went and picked his one up and did a review. So he got some good stuff in his box.
Yeah, I saw his video.
So if that's a clue as to what's going out in the promotional boxes and stuff, potentially I'll have a new Scorpion tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll be happy with that. Yeah, he did. He got a little LP, and then he got the
setup as well.
Yeah. What was it? Heterometrius cyanus he got. And then all the other bits and pieces went with it. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to the bio box actually, to see what turns up in that, because that's supposed to be like everything you need in one little box to do one small bioactive setup. So I'm looking forward to doing that video.
Yeah, I might have to look into it.
I mean, it's not a bad price. Like, what is it at the moment? Yeah, you're right, Scott. It was a Peter's Eye.
That's the one I've got, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, if I could have any species of scorpion, though, I'd have to get the Heterometrius swamadami. It's like the biggest scorpion on the planet.
Yeah.
They come up every now and again, but when they do come up, they come up for stupid money. But they're enormous. They are absolutely monstrous. Yeah, bigger than Emperor scorpions.
Well, see, that's one I'd like to get an emperor, but seeing the prices of them.
Yeah. See, they used to be so cheap. Emperor scorpions used to get them like in groups of 3 or 4.
Ah.
Fair enough. Yeah, Laos forest scorpions. I've seen those. They're quite smart. And I love how reactive they are under UV light. You okay, dear? You off to do some snake feeding? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, someone's going to need to do some conflict resolution soon. Oh, legend. I don't know what's happening with James. I've just messaged him to see if he's coming back on, but no sign of him yet. So unless his internet's completely piled in,
Yeah.
or taking the opportunity to call it an early night.
Someone else come up.
Oh. Hey, welcome back.
Finally! This computer's a nightmare.
Yeah, definitely time for a new computer then.
Yeah, we just ain't got the money for it, so.
I've just spent it all on spiders.
Is that why it's come to selling the kids?
No, they're just demons.
Well, it's every time I go to buy parts for a computer, somebody updates their stock list, and I'm like, I need it. So
Mainly Andy.
Andy rings me.
That was brutal. That was.
Is that why you got the fraud alert?
You what? Sorry.
Is that why you got that fraud alert?
You probably because I'd ordered from Andy so many legs. I've bought something off Keith for big raggy Keith.
Spider shop.
Spider shop. So yeah, I don't even want to think about how much I've spent recently because I've been doing up my new invert room, and I had a budget for that. That's all gone. There's still stuff to do. And then I was like, well, I've got a new invert room, so I might as well have some new inverts. And I need enclosures for those inverts. So, yeah.
We also found a very special breeding pair, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. One of my
we
favorites.
spent quite a bit on, so.
I have a little penchant for Phormictopus. And I found a breeding pair of Phormictopus Dominican purples. So, I grabbed those because I've got a pair of Cancerides already. Although the one that was sold to me as a male is absolutely humongous and
it's
still hasn't
bigger
matured.
Than a female.
So I'm half expecting that I might actually have 2 females. So they're on the cards. So we'll know on the next moult, because if it doesn't mature on the next moult, then obviously it's big enough that I'll be able to tell that it's female from the moult.
It's huge, isn't it?
And then obviously we've got the Dominican purples. I've got a third Dominican purple that's smaller.
But we're not 100%. We're not 100% that's a Dominican, are we?
I have a South Hispaniola, Phormictopus species South Hispaniola as well. Just one of those at the moment. And I've got, on my list of still to buy, I've got many other species of Phormictopus, because they're like, outside of Balfouri, they're probably one of my favourites genus, to be fair.
I just
All of them.
love the colour of them when they're a sling.
I'll be honest though, I think when you know you've got similar taste in tarantulas to Tom Moran, it's not too bad because he loves Balfour, he loves Phomictopus. One of my other favourites is the Orpheus Philippinus, the Philippine
Oh, yeah.
tangerine. And
Yes.
I've got one of those, I've got a female one of those, and he loves those. So I'm like, to be fair, if my taste is alongside the likes of Tom Moran, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, to be fair, right close to the top of my wish list is the Orpheus Philippinus.
I managed to grab one. The one I've got, I grabbed as a sling from Andy actually at the show, and my only
It was a Northern show in 2019.
my only regret is I didn't grab a couple more. Because he had them as slings. The funny thing was, I went to his table and I saw the slings, and I said to him, "Have you not, or do you know of an adult female?" And he was like, "Oh, I've just had one, but it's gone." And I was like, "Do you mean it's gone? Who bought it? Do I know him?" He goes, "Oh, I'm pretty confident you know him." And I was like, "Who is it?" He goes, "Sir Peter Webster." I was like, funnily enough, because I get on
You can't be pissed at Peter though, can you?
I messaged him. I was like, "I don't suppose you want to let me have that." He was like, "No, I can't. Sorry." I was like, "But Peter, it's me." I still never managed to get him to part with it. But I can't blame him. I can't blame him.
To be fair, though, he did give you a Birro.
Yeah, he gave me Peter Webster. I can never be angry at Peter Webster. He gave me for free, gifted me a Birapisa Oxygorum when they were £300 brand new, just in the hobby, and I was like,
that was when all that stuff with Creatures from the North kicked off.
Okay.
And then the sad part of that story is the little sling died, but hey, there you go.
Oh,
They're really bad as slings, apparently.
I think, do you know, I don't think it's necessarily the spider. I think it's because they were so new to the hobby at the time. We don't know enough about them.
Same with Celadonias, though, weren't it?
Yeah, I mean, how many people lost Celadonias when they first came into the hobby? And now less people lose them because we understand them a bit more. I think it's just when something's new to the hobby.
Hi, Moon.
We don't know.
Hi, Moon.
I mean, at one point, Versicolor were the same. People couldn't keep them alive because they were saying that it was all about the humidity, and people were over giving them too much water or not enough water. And I just think when something's new, people don't know, so you're bound to lose more. But people have more success now. Now they've been around a little while. So.
Like, my first one was a Versi, and I've never had a single problem with it ever.
Nah.
Like, it's like
they're not
juby size now, isn't it?
They're not hard species to look after. I think it's just because there was at the time there was so much like different information out about them. That's why people were struggling.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All my favourite teas are the nasty Asians, aren't they?
I'll never forget that our first BTS.
Same here, Ebs.
I'll never forget our first BTS. Ebs is barely into the tarantulas. She's still
hardly know anything about any of them.
She's still coming around to the idea. And she's like, I might get my first tarantula. I'm like, all right then, what do you fancy? We get to the spider shop's table. She sees this big black thing. And she's like, I want it. I want it. I don't care what it is. I want it. I was like, you want a C. Minax adult female as your first tarantula? I don't think you're quite ready for that. She's like, but I want it. I was like, I'm going to have to say no, Ebs. Just trust me on this.
No, I'm with you, Ebs.
It was so pretty.
They are absolutely stunning.
Now, I've got a tiny baby Minax.
You can't beat a jet black velvety spider.
We've got two pulchras. We love them, don't we?
Yeah.
Two pulchras. Stunning tarantulas.
My dancing earth tiger is stunning.
Do you mean the Utaifani?
I can't say that because like
it sounds like Fanny.
When we talk into each other, we call it Fanny.
Yep.
Because it sounds like.
But I can't like just come on a live and say, "Oh yeah, my Fanny."
No, the best thing is you can't just. We just did the.
You know what I mean, though.
You can't come on a live and say my Fanny from Thailand because people get a bit. You know what I mean?
So I've got to say that no tiger because if not, it just sounds weird for me.
They know what they're doing when they name these things. Come on.
But
Of course they do.
She's absolutely stunning.
I
isn't
mean,
she?
the Dicromatus. Come on. The Filipinas.
That one-
Filipinas. Come on.
That one's the funniest
The
one.
Filipinas. The Filipinas.
And the Tiger Willy.
Tigrina Marcelli, but everyone knows really
Tiger
it's
Willy.
Tiger Willy. Come on now, they know what they're doing.
You got to have some fun with this stuff, though, ain't you?
I was going to say, if I discovered a tarantula and I was getting to name it, I'd have a bit of fun, to be fair.
Damn right.
I saw.
when you're,
Go on, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, when you're one of these crusty old arachnologists that do nothing but go backwards and forwards between type specimens in the History Museum, and someone goes, "Pick a name for that, will ya?" You're rubbing your hands together straight away, ain't you?
It's like when you're on SatNav and you like come across these weird street names. There was one that sounded like Crusty Nipple the other day, weren't there? It was,
She was driving along, so what did that just say?
I honestly thought it said turn right at Crusty Nipple. I was like,
Personal.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to see a doctor.
I love that Moon just, but did you say Fanny?
I did. Hairy Fanny from Thailand. Oh god.
Specifically talking about Thai Fanny.
Well,
Oh god.
that conversation could go very well.
Oh, he's in the hatch and James isn't here.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Oh.
So I was halfway through my live on Friday and he just popped his head through and I was like, really? He's like, hello.
That's for all those times where I've been filming a video and then you phoned me or something in the middle of it. Or,
Or if I'm sat there and I start talking.
yeah, or you're like, Oi, I don't think you've got it quite in shot. And I'm like, even though you're whispering there, you'll still be able to hear you.
He hates me sometimes.
That's why I'm glad
Usually-
my room is down the bottom of the garden now.
Usually for me, if I'm doing a video on like an unboxing on the table and stuff, it's the dog. Everything will be set up. I'll be halfway through doing it. Everything will have been nice. I haven't had to re-record anything because I've cocked up the script or anything else. And then the dog's nose will appear in shot.
I love that though, because like even in Tom Moran's videos, he was always like, he, especially in the past, he was all like, "And now you can hear my dogs in the background."
Like mine, I film up here, don't I? You film down there in the actual animal room. I film. I can't talk today. I film up here, but the kids are up here as well.
Yep.
So I try to film when our eldest is in bed having a nap, but then the youngest one decides to pipe up, and it's just like, oh my god. It
Yeah.
takes me like a million goes, don't it?
But I
Yeah,
guess
it's a couple
like
months.
people know you've got kids, so don't they? So they kind of know what to expect.
Yeah, it's a couple of my videos now that I've got my kids piping up in the background.
Yeah. So I think my giveaway video, the one explaining what's happening on the giveaway, you can actually hear our youngest crying at some point, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm leaving it in. I can't be bothered.
And this is why, if a Pandilius Cavromanus comes up, I'll just sell them, and that solves two problems. I get the scorpion. We lose. I love my kids, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
No. No, Francis. 3-week break. I can't even remember how long my break was it?
Moon.
Yeah.
Moon's comment
I've-
was, and that's my neighbour killing his wife.
Yeah.
Imagine that in a video. So, guys, welcome back to today's video. Wait 1 second. Oh, juicy gossip from next door. And it sounds like he's finally killed her.
Yeah, that 3 weeks is nothing, Scott. Like literally, the video that I've done today, unboxing that stuff you sent me, is going to be the first new footage that I've filmed since beginning of January.
I don't know how long my absence has been now. It's been a few months, around that much.
Yours has been since like October, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I did a live stream and the
We've had a lot of stuff going on, though, haven't we? Like,
yeah, it was like moving and stuff early, so it's like, but we're on the road back, so.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jojo's back.
I'm usually like really hit and miss with mine, but I'm trying to get like once a week.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually upload a normal video last week because I did the stream last week. So
My last proper video was 6 months ago.
Yeah, around
Yeah.
October time.
I've still got footage for 2 unboxings from before I went away. To work out from Northern Ireland. So, and I've not got round to finishing editing that yet. It's just since I've been back as well, work's been mental. I've just not had time to think, let alone do any editing and stuff.
Yeah, like I've got my new snake still to sort video wise. I've found a bit, but
yeah,
I don't think it's enough for a video. And then there's like all these that we've just had come through. Like, I think 1 or 2 of mine, weren't there? Personal pics. So I've got them to.
For every 10 of mine, you get 1, don't you?
That doesn't sound like a fair deal.
That's only because I'm not as like into certain species as he is. I'm very picky of what I want to keep.
And I do all the care, don't I? Like, because obviously you do so much around the house and with the kids or whatever. I literally do all the animal care. So it's like, if I'm going to deal with them, I'm choosing them.
Jojo says, "Can you hear her?"
Sidex, can I hear you? Hear me? Jojo, I can hear you. Sorry, that's the long-standing thing for me and Jojo.
Yeah.
Even though I ballsed it up completely.
Hey, A for effort, dude. That's the bit that counts.
I should know it off by heart by now because Rory is my eldest is always watching Frozen. Clearly, no one caught that.
But when I did my live on Friday, I announced a giveaway for Rob. You know, the judge of Fatal Fangs, Rob.
Yeah.
I did an announcement for his giveaway, and I absolutely ballsed it up.
People were like, "So wait, what's happening?"
I was like, "Oh my god!"
I was just in the room, like, if you want something doing.
I ended up going at it like 3 times, didn't I? Like, right, try again.
People were there, like, I think I get it. Poor Rob must have just been there, like, because Rob had asked us to announce it for him. Poor Rob must have been there, like, oh, shouldn't have bothered.
But I did message him after. I'm like, "I'm so sorry, I messed it up." And they were like, "No, you did fine. It's fine." And I'm like, "Is it really though?" Like,
see, the thing is, though, you're always your own biggest critic. You know, everyone else might think it's great, but I'm absolutely anal as anything when I'm starting to upload my videos and stuff. I'll look over it, it'll be like, "Nah, don't like it. Re-record it." Like I've got halfway through doing an unboxing before and been like, "No, I don't like that. Put everything back in a box, tape it back up." I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Right, get back out of your enclosure. Get back in the tub. Get back in the box.
imagine they're like, "But I thought I had freedom."
Everybody now, back it up. Back it up. Come on.
But the freedom.
Yeah, the ones that I have to be really careful. The ones that I have to be really careful with are the enclosure builds. So I've been recording some bits and pieces for a few new bioactive enclosure builds, and obviously you can't backpedal with them when you're working with things like expanding foam and stuff like that. So I've decided with those, I'm going to record them silent, and I'm going to record the audio afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what you do, yeah. And then,
Yeah, that's what I tend to do with those. Or my any care and husbandry videos I tend to do.
Yeah.
Film the video and then do the voiceover afterwards, just so I can make sure the information I'm giving is like spot on and it's not just all chopped up because I've bundled my words and whatever. But I've had videos where I've done like I've been sat there for like 7 hours editing a video, and then I've watched it through, and I've got nope, don't like it, delete it, start again. It's like, and do you know what? It probably weren't even that bad. It's just maybe transitions didn't change as smooth as I'd like, or the track didn't quite fit, or something. But I just get really frustrated because it's like you say, you're your own worst critic, and you're like, no, don't like it. It's crap. And then Ebbs will watch, or Ebbs will watch something, and she'll be like, it's really good. And I'm like, no, I don't like it. Get rid of it. And I think a lot of people have been like that with Fail Bangs this year.
But I feel like you set your standards really high.
Because I think you always want to do better, don't you? You always strive to do better, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the thing with your videos, so that you just like set your bar higher and higher and higher with every single video. So
Oh, can you imagine what I'm like at the moment though? I've not uploaded properly in 6 months. So now anything I produce, I'm like, is it good enough? Is it good enough? Like people have been waiting 6 months. Are they really going to want to sit and watch this? No, scrap it. Do it again.
Yeah. Is it equal to the previous standard?
So it's just like, I think, like you say, you can literally be your own worst critic and your own worst enemy, can't you?
I think for me, I tend to find that if I'm just sort of like, I say, freestyling a video and I'm just sort of talking over it, I have this really bad habit of waffling a load of rubbish to myself while I'm doing stuff.
You know what? I have to edit out so much stuff of where I'll say something and then I'll go, no, you weren't meant to say that. Or I literally just talk to myself like, what are you saying like that for? Do it like this. And like, it's just me talking to myself. And if I actually release half the people would think I was completely nuts, and the other, which I'm not saying I'm not, and the other half would just be like, what the hell is this? But they find it hilarious. Like, there's so much garbage that I have to sift out of mine. And the word, like, I've been doing YouTube for a little while now, and I just cannot break that habit. So sometimes I'll say it that much that I have to literally sit through and chop out the word, and it's like, you can just see little twitches moving from where I've had to chop out that word. It's that's my worst habit, I think, saying the word
Yeah. So when are you going to start doing some videos, Stefan?
Yeah, Stefan.
I've attempted to, but it's got that far.
You've attempted.
So what's holding you back?
Me. I can't get my words out.
Being too much of a critic of yourself.
Yeah. I'll get so far in and I'll be like, right, what next? Scrap that. Right, scrap that.
Yeah.
That again. I'll try again tomorrow.
It's a lot harder than what people think it is. I genuinely do think that. Especially if you're just starting out. It's a lot.
Yeah.
People, I think the perception you get from watching YouTube videos, when you actually start trying to make them, like properly trying to make them, you actually get a new understanding of what goes into them. And so it's not, I commend anybody who does at least give it a try, because it ain't as easy as what people think. And it takes a lot to sit, especially if you do put yourself in front of the camera. It takes a lot to do that. And so, like, I know YouTubers get a lot of stick, especially in Facebook groups and this, that, and the other. But I don't think unless you've actually given it a try, you can really appreciate. It's not as easy as what people think.
It's really not easy, is it?
It's not at all.
I know it's just talking to a camera, but like, how many times, like, you was just in the room and I just sat there and I was I refuse.
We've been together how long, and she doesn't like filming in front of me, like, because
I'm the same.
It's a really vulnerable situation. Like, you're putting yourself out there, and it's like really vulnerable. And I think it's just like subconsciously you think, I'm going to get judged or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just a really vulnerable position to be put in, even though you're in your own home. And, you know, as soon as you turn that camera on and you press record, you're no longer just in your own home, are you? Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? When you know it's going to be on the internet, it's a lot harder than people say. My
anxiety is crazy about my videos, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I'm terrified about how people are going to look at me, how people are going to take things I say, how I'm actually acting. Like, I did a live when I first started, and we had our eldest, she was like 2-3 months, weren't she? And the comments we were getting in the live was ridiculous, and that's like set it off from there. And
that was a bad experience, but.
We're not going to get into the comments because like we don't need to get that far, but
just trolls, isn't it?
Trolls being trolls. I mean, like, we all know what they can be like.
Jojo, I love you and everything, but that comment is just amazing. Stefan, you'll be fine. Like you've seen me, I'm a knob. I'm not disagreeing, Jojo, but I mean that in a loving way.
So I used to be absolutely fine, but then when I started getting like bad comments, I was just like, is it even worth it? Sort of thing.
See, Critter Lover Maria says, you're not a knob. No, she is. Honestly, she really is, but in a really nice and loving way. I mean that in Jojo, you know, Jojo knows.
She's the good type of being. One that you just want to put in the bin.
Don't listen to, I think that's meant to say don't listen to him, Jojo, you're not a knob, but it actually says don't listen to him, Jojo, you are a knob. Silex is like a pricky brother. What did you say?
No, what? I said you were the good kind, not the put in the bin kind.
This is getting into a family argument.
Like, the good kind is the funny sort of like messing about kind, not the ones that you just want to pick
when
up
you
and put in the bin and
affectionately
put away.
say, it's like when you affectionately say, "Oh, behave, you knob," like because you're messing about. It's that kind of knob.
Jojo should know what I mean.
Thanks for catching that, Sidex. I don't know what with me.
Jojo, I did not say to put you in the bin.
I'm the pricky brother. I'll put you in the bin.
So we're back to that thing we were talking about earlier on about conflict resolution now, yeah?
Yeah. That's a question, actually. Why hasn't Jojo come up tonight? Like, I mean, I don't know how long you guys have got left on this, but I mean, Jojo should have come up.
Yeah, Jojo, do you want to jump in for a little bit?
Jojo, if it helps, he's kind of tried to put Pumpkin in a bin, so.
I'll put anyone in a bin. I'll give it a go.
It was one in a B&M store, though, so not an actual, like, dirty bin.
Which bin was that? One of the ones on the shelf?
It was on the floor.
Well, for sale, I mean.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't recall putting her in a bin. I don't recall this morning, so. She called you a snake, Jojo. Wait, what?
Wait,
whoa,
no, everyone's attacking me now.
This is getting scary now.
You should all know better.
Sidex
to back me in a corner.
Jojo apparently has my kryptonite. Just read my stuff.
Jojo, check your Instagram.
Does he have another girlfriend that I don't know of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Hang on, it's all getting a bit domestic now, like.
I've got a sub-adult female. I want an adult female. And Jojo, if you really want to get personal, I have a mature male Cambridge. Jojo's been looking for a Cambridge Joy mature male for ages.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very unpopular in this hobby at this rate because Jojo's been after a Cambridge Joy, just like I was, and I managed to get one. Ben Butler has been after a calciatum mature male for absolutely ages. And he messaged me today saying, "Don't you dare find a mature male calciatum." And I was like, then if I find one, I might send him to you after I finish with him. Like I said to him, it's probably better off in my hands because we don't want poor little Ben getting bitten by it, do we? Like,
yeah.
We all know Ben's got a track record of being bitten.
All jokes aside, like if I find males and they survive and they're mine to send around, I'm always happy to send them, so it's cool. I have a mature male after a parallel species New River. Ooh. I don't have a female though, Jojo.
Doesn't Jojo have a female?
No, we had Calcodes. Not a New River Calcodes, the Desert Blonde. We had the Desert Blonde Calcodes.
Oh.
Jojo can't say anything. When I stepped out of the hobby, I told her a paired female Metallica and a paired female Calcodes. So, Jojo, shh. I mean, they haven't dropped babies as far as I'm aware, but still.
There was a chance.
To be fair, with Calcodes, they can take a good while to drop, and yeah. I believe Metallicas can take a while.
Metallicas can need like conditioning and stuff.
Oh, Metallicas can be a bit funky, can't they? I mean, I know Gar's tried Metallicas a few times, and I think Gar's had issues with Metallicas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gar said there is like his kryptonite, like he's had a few of a bumpy road. Oh, and she had the Shiadetti as well, didn't she? Adult female Shiadetti as well.
We did look at getting another one of them, didn't we?
No.
I did.
Yeah. The Shiadetti that Jojo has from me features in my YouTube intro. And so does the Metallica, actually.
She didn't have the Viola Sips, did she? Someone else.
Someone else had that. Do you know what, though? I'll be perfectly honest. Now that I'm back in the hobby and back into YouTube and whatever, I fully regret some of the things that I got rid of. But at the same time, I know who they went to, and I'm actually really glad they went to those people. So I can't really complain.
Yeah.
She got the
Diamantinensis. She did.
Say.
Giochstelli Diamantinensis.
Yeah.
So now that's a subject that's open to a bit of debate there, Scott.
Ooh. Well, my first, I'll throw it out there. My first was a Lasiodora Parahybana. So cheap enough to get as a sling. In fact, they're just cheap enough to get at any size. Grow to a good size. Generally really good eaters. Grow quite quick. I don't think.
Good display species.
Yeah. Don't think you can really go wrong.
It depends what he likes. Do you like colourful? Do you like ones that you can see more, or do you like aggressive ones? Sort of like.
I also have to point out, though, I'm a firm believer in that there's no perfect beginner tea, and nothing to an extent should be off limits. I think it depends.
I agree with Jojo, by the way.
I think it depends on how much research you do, how prepared you are.
100%.
You can realistically go for an old world as your first. I think my first three were Lasiodora Parahybana, P. regalis, and a Chromatopelma pubescens, which is just the GBB, and I got them pretty much at the same time. So realistically, a Pokey was one of my first three, and some people would like.
See,
at that.
What about an OBT?
You could, to be fair, I would never rule out and turn around and say you can't have an OBT as your first, because as long as you do the research and prepare and know what you're actually getting into.
Just know that most OBTs do have attitude.
But then if you like attitude, then there's no reason why you can't.
But it's his first one, so he's got to be.
You need to go and you need to know what you're getting into. If you're going to go for an OBT, I'd say make sure you've done a lot of research and prepare yourself for what you could be in for.
I'd say maybe try like smaller.
They're fast, they're defensive, but then that's as a whole. Some people will tell you that they've got OBTs that are like tame as anything. Like that's the same with anything. A perfect example, I had an AVIC that was an absolute monster. And
mine was a puppy
that
dog.
blows some people's minds. To me, I've always had Calcodis that have been absolute puppy dogs, but some people say they're absolute monsters. So it varies, but my best advice would be, no matter what you want as your first one, do your research, know what you're getting into, and be fully prepared, and respect the tarantula. No matter what it is, respect the tarantula and treat it as if, treat it with the respect that it deserves, because it's when you get cocky. It's when you get cocky and like blasé about things, that's when stuff tends to go wrong.
So I still agree with Jojo with the versity of the AVIC. To be honest.
Oh, actually, it wasn't an OBT. He said a P. muticus, which is the king baboon, didn't he?
Yeah.
P. murinus is the, but still, it's still a baboon.
Murinus is the.
Yeah, the only difference between the two is I wouldn't recommend it if you're just getting into it. I wouldn't recommend a king baboon just for the simple fact that you get it, it will burrow away, and you'll never see it again.
Well, that'd be what I'd say as well. You don't personally. I wouldn't want a fossorial as my first tee because it's going to ruin the entire experience. Terrestrials are probably the go-to, but arboreals are a good option as well.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier on, my first was a classic Chili Rose. My second was an OBT. So I took quite a big step up, but I'd had experience helping to look after somebody else's collection before then anyway. So it wasn't really new to me, and I'd done a lot of research. My missus was just saying, like Sarah, her first was her first ever was an HMAC.
Oh, no. See, that's where we divide. I love them. She hates them.
Yeah. Yeah, anything Southeast Asian arboreal, African arboreals, that's my thing.
See, I love anything with a bit of attitude. I'm actually really disappointed with my Dichromatus because my Orphanesis Dichromatus is, considering it's like what they're labelled as, their disposition is twats on Spider Shop, and there's all this jargon of it's going to tombstone your cat and rip your TV off the wall. It literally, I don't have a cat, but I'd like to see it if I did. But mine, it's really boring for a Dichromatus. And I'm a little bit disappointed. I like my animals to have a little bit of fire in the bellies. So but it is what it is.
Scott's just said Darlingi. I feel like you won't see a Darlingi.
Again, it's a fossorial, so
personally, I would really go for either a Jersey, AVIC, or even a Brazilian Black.
Grammostola is a really good option. They're a beautiful tarantula.
They're pretty.
The only
chill.
downside to Grammostola pulchra is being a Grammostola. If you get them quite small, they're a slow-growing species, so you're going to be waiting a while. No, you're not going to be waiting as long as the likes of a Brachypelma. When if you buy a Brachypelma sling, be prepared to leave it in your will, because by the time it's not going to be an adult in your lifetime. So, and this, I like, all jokes aside, I'm not a fan of Brachypelmas. The only one I really like is an Auratum. But that's not to say they aren't good tarantulas for beginners, because they can be. But even then, you can get some really arsey Brachypelmas. The Regans is known as the moody Brachypelma, isn't it?
I had a Kallenbergi when it was still a brachy, and it was a great eater, but it would strike at literally anything else as well at the same time, and it would kick hairs so much. It was literally like confetti in the eye. It was ridiculous.
Oh, I tell you what, though, talking of old world, talking of like things like HMACs, one that's obviously very similar to the HMAC, but obviously is a completely different species. the S. calceatum.
One of my favourites.
Oh, the adult. I received an adult female today. She blew my mind when I unpacked her. She is absolutely stunning.
Send me the photo and I'll send it in.
Not a species to be taken lightly by any means, but oh my God, I've never owned an S. calceatum before, and I've always meant to. And they're on my breeding list because like I really wanted to own one, and I've just never got round to it. And oh my God, I'm so glad that I did. And it's a credit to the Spider Shop because I just missed out. When they had them on the website, adult female calceatums, and I just missed out. They sold out just as I was paid. And Lee hooked me up with one that he recently had an egg sac from. And he was like, give me a few weeks and she'll be available. And so he sent me to her. He sent it to me now. I've bought her and everything. And considering she's not long had an egg sac, she's still absolutely stunning. They are a stunning tarantula, and I would recommend them to anyone as long as you know what you're into.
Get her fed up really nicely because they can occasionally drop a second sac.
Well, going by what Lee's been saying, he's had a lot of calceatum sacs recently. So, I mean, I don't know whether this was a second sac or not, but obviously I'm going to feed her up and everything anyway. And again, I'm on the lookout for a male for her once she's ready to go again anyway. Because I genuinely think they're an absolutely stunning species of tarantula.
Yeah. It's like a hate mac, but twice as good looking and a better personality.
Well, the thing I think about calceatum, look at a H-Mac. H-Macs are quite considerably smaller, aren't they? Like the adult females are quite considerably smaller. So if you like H-Macs, you'll love calceatum because they're just as stunning, if not more, and they're on a larger scale as well. So like for me, it's almost like a H-Mac meta-pokey because the size and the appearance is there. They're absolutely stunning.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you there. It's one of my favourite species.
I can't believe I've never owned one before now. Like I say, I've always wanted to, but I've just never got round to it. And I would say to anyone, don't wait as long as I did to own one because they're phenomenal.
Okay.
Dwarfs are a good road to go down.
Like my Dancing Earth Tiger's class is like a smaller.
Yeah, because I mean,
but she is pretty like.
Diostratelli diamantinensis is a dwarf species, I believe, and they can have a bit of attitude, can't they? Hapalopus species Columbia, again, dwarf species, stunning pumpkin patches. There's a lot of nice dwarfs. Hello, Danielle. Elegans. Just on behalf of my good friend Jojo,
she says she's looking out for adult female. I thought she was male.
No, she's after an adult female, C. elegans. So if anyone can hook her up. But if you've got an adult female Balfouri.
Wayne's got one. He can sell it.
What's that?
Adult female Balfouri.
Adult. Yes, I have. Well, no, I haven't. I haven't. Sarah has.
Everyone that's got an adult female Balfouri, I'm just going to find out where you live and I'm going to break in and steal them all. But it wasn't me. If that happens, it wasn't me. It was Jaden from Mr. Grinder's Creatures.
Well, you'll have to come up with some ideas for potential trades and stuff, and then see if you can convince her.
I've got Ebbs. I've got 2 kids.
I've got 2 of my own.
We got 2 kids. We don't need any more.
See, nobody wants me, so you screwed with that one.
I'll keep you. It's all right.
That's not true, Ebbs. You're welcome here anytime. You're a good crack.
Aww. See, somebody just want me.
Sarah said she still wouldn't swap you for the spider, though.
Yeah. To be fair, I can't blame anybody who's got an adult female Balfouri. They're my favourite species, so I love them.
Danielle.
Pay postage from Canada? Are you joking?
It's going to cost a fortune
I need
just
it-
because of like customs.
I need an
and-
import license and everything.
I did see a new snake, Jojo.
Yes, I did see.
Royal.
Shut up, you're not meant to tell us.
Yeah, but it's not like a normal.
Oh, is it?
It's a pretty.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty. It is pretty.
Stop it. Rocky Mountain Spider Freaks are just going to be there like
It's
dangling that.
Danielle. This is what Danielle is.
Dangling it in front of me now, knowing full well that I can't get it from
This
her.
is when you know it's Danielle and not James because she just like goats you to everything.
Oh.
See, don't get me wrong, I've got over 100 Balfouri, but none of them are adult female yet. So at some point, all this talk of me looking for an adult female will be laughable because I'll have more Balfouri adults that I'll know what to do with, won't I? But, you know.
Jojo, you'll have to
By
send
the
this
time you find one that's available, that's ready to go, yours will have started maturing out.
I was saying this to Kieran, Alternative Inverts, earlier. I'll be looking, and then suddenly they'll all turn up when I don't need them.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll still get
Yeah, that's
I wanna
usually the way.
well, I was saying earlier that thingy, if a couple pop up, because I've been looking for and trying to find them, I'm gonna have to turn around to them and be like, look, I haven't bought an adult female Balfouri. I've bought 4 because they were there.
and then that's when he gets massacred. I mean, we found someone. We're on pre-loved.
Oh yeah, I did find an adult female Balfouri, but the bloke was selling it for £200, and I was like, I'll pass. I'm not paying £200 for an adult female Balfouri.
Not when even Celadonias aren't even that much.
You can't remember the Jojo. Are you coming up?
Jojo.
I have sent Jojo the link.
But yeah, £200 for an adult female Balfouri. I was like, I don't think so. This same person was also trying to sell an adult female Pyrmania for 130.
So Jojo's new snake. Not that you can can't see it.
Well, it's beautiful, I'm sure.
It looks like a lemon blast. So it's a pastel pinstripe. I think.
Wow. Jojo, I'm disappointed in you.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty. Pretty.
It's pretty.
Yeah, Scott says Pyrmania is stunning. Yeah, I love them.
Like,
We're pairing them at the moment, so hopefully we should have an exact in the future.
they should be all right beginners, but they can be bolty at the same time.
They're
so.
like the beginner old. They're like they're all.
They're a bit
They're
hit
a
and
good
miss, aren't
arboreal. They can be quite temperamental, like they can be quite moody, but they're still a decent species.
Yeah, it looks like you might have some yellow belly in that as well, Jojo. So yeah, I would say yellow belly pinstripe pastel. So the belly lemon blast.
Our first and last royal was the one that went absolutely bonkers. Like, she was nuzzling his hand, and I was like, "You can bite you." No, she's fine, and she just latched on. And I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, here we go." Because she started doing it to me a couple of days before, and I was like, "No, I'm putting it down because like I'm not getting bitten." I was in the.
Well, that's Stefan's next step. Would really like to get a snake, wouldn't you, buddy?
Yeah.
So I'm doing all the royal breeding this year, so I've got like loads of royals we've paired up. So hopefully, come sort of October time, November time, when they've all had their first feeds and they're ready to go to new homes, Stefan might be getting his first snake.
See, I just got a new corn. I think corns are great beginners. It's like every corn I've known have been really, really good temperamental.
What's that?
Corn snakes.
Ah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to bed soon, so kids keep us awake at night, so we're a bit like zombies right now.
Has Francis tried this yet?
I haven't yet. I'm on the list, I believe.
Well, I said to you a couple of times now, dude, you need to send me a message with your address and I'll send you some.
Do you want me to do it?
No?
Do it now.
I've held a bunch of sample bottles back so people can try it. So, but version 3 is coming out soon.
Yeah. Just send it on Instagram.
I'm assuming that's him.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll just do that. Oh,
Do you know what, Jojo? I'd love to produce Purple Passions, but I need to find a big adult female Phantom Royal first, and I can't find one.
That's gonna be a
Or even a
what?
yeah. Purple Passions are stunning.
that is gonna be an absolute penny. That will break the bank. You are Lucy, won't you?
Yeah, I like blue-eyed Lucy's.
Yeah, so I will be hopefully producing blue-eyed leucistics this year. I'll also be producing purple-eyed leucistics.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So,
Why are you doing this when we're skint?
there's plenty of time. They're not going to be they're not going to be ready to go by the time they've hatched out and stuff until nearly Christmas. So loads of time yet.
I can always work things out.
Have you actually got a rough estimate of how much you'd be selling them for, though?
Well,
Like, obviously, you don't have to be on here, but like,
that's stuff we can talk about in Messenger at the time.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And obviously, to certain people, there's the whole mates rates thing as well. So
Yeah. But, like,
um,
if we need to save up, then
do you know what? For me, it's not so much about the money. I'm not producing super duper multi-gene royals to sell on for stupid money. I enjoy the hobby of breeding them and putting the different morphs together just to see what I can produce. The most important thing for me is to go to somebody that's going to look after and provide the correct level of care. So,
see, for me,
do you know what? Somebody could offer me thousands for a snake, but if they're not going to look after it properly, they ain't having it.
Yeah, exactly. See, I love geckos. Geckos are another passion of mine. Like, I've got 6 species of gecko. I've got a trio of crested gecko at the moment that I'm growing up to pair. And that's,
hey Mark, how you doing, dude?
And I'll be the same with those when I breed those. That it's not going to be about all these multi-genes and trying to make a fortune off them. I just like the idea of seeing what I can produce. You know what I mean? And again, it'll be about the home that they go to rather than the money that's in it. I think
absolutely.
The passion comes first. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, 100%. We should, and some of the stuff that we're producing or hoping to produce this year, all being well, are potentially stuff that will cost a little bit of money. So we're producing some pieds and clowns and stuff like that. But
Pieds are cool.
Is Jojo on about the gecko?
My Mayman Turbo, yeah. Jojo, my Phalsuma grandis, my giant Madagascan day gecko. Jojo named it because it's got the red markings, but it's like a T on its face there, and so Jojo named it Turbo. It's lightning fast.
Yeah. And when we were like patching everything to move, that was the only one we had a problem with.
It was up the wall.
It was on the roof.
It was on the ceiling and everything, that thing. But yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
were so-
want
in the
some
box.
giant Madagascar day geckos.
They're great. My next species of gecko that there's a couple, but I'd love some satanic leaf tails, and I'd love
Oh yes.
The Elychianus as well. The giant New Caledonian.
Yeah.
But you're talking good money for those.
Danielle just said that.
Elychianus, there you go. I'd love
No, I want a
Elychianus.
satanic leaf.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a trio once somewhere near us.
They were
that-
just leaf geckos, weren't
They
Leaf
were
tails.
just over $1,000 for a trio.
Sarah sat in next to me saying, "I want tokays."
Well, I've got a tokay once, but it's unsexed at the moment. Once
It's
I know
a
that,
nasty little thing. In
yeah, I love them though. Once I know the sex of mine, I'll be getting a partner for it, and that's something I'll be trying to breed as well because I love geckos. I think they're great.
You literally just have to open its enclosure though, and it's barking at you.
Yeah, I love the news. I love it.
Yeah.
Like I say, I love anything.
That is true, Jojo.
Satanic leaf tails.
Satanic leaf tails is so cool though. Like they're just a black leaf tail with red eyes, and it's just oh my god.
They are
Psychedelic.
stunning.
Something psychedelic. Is it? The scientific name for satanic leaf tails? I can't remember. But they're great.
Anything that's black or just evil looking is what I need. So, I mean, like, my friend says "Hail Satan," so
She's got a coffin-shaped enclosure for a tarantula. It's a bane of my life because it doesn't fit anywhere.
it's like it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
It's such an awkward shape that it just doesn't fit anywhere properly, and it drives me insane.
Is that what it's called? The
Fantasticus, not the psychedelicus. I'm thinking getting tarantulas and things mixed up now because LSD.
Night, Jojo.
Yeah, tigers used to be
No,
fantastic.
Jojo. Thanks for coming back in. Have a good day at work tomorrow.
There you go. Europlatus Fantasticus. I knew it was something along those lines, but I couldn't remember.
I would also like to have a platypus.
You can't have a platypus.
I would love a platypus so much.
Oh God, don't do that.
But
No.
no, like the amount of like cool coffin shaped things that I have seen, and he's just like, no. And I'm just like,
I think you guys get on really well.
Yeah.
I want to say, but please.
No, Jojo.
Yeah,
What
Sarah's
What coffin shaped stuff?
likes coffin shaped stuff and
I can't.
anything that's sort of a little bit dark and mysterious. And, like, favourite movie in the whole wide world is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and
Corpse Bride. Corpse Bride. Very,
Oh
very,
yeah, see, that's a good one.
okay, yeah.
very close, but Corpse Bride.
Have seen some pretty wicked coffin bed speakers built in and such. No. Right, I'm leaving. If you buy a coffin bed, I'm buying way more tarantulas.
I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah.
You can sleep down there as well, then.
Oh, fine. As long as I don't have to sleep in a coffin, that's fine.
I'll just rise like Dracula.
Oh,
That's a-
Mark, I love it. Look at that.
I wanted a coffin to use as a coffee table. Lord, Mrs. said no chance.
Yeah. It's just
Maybe.
going to be big enough for one, though.
You and Mark should live together. And then I'll go and live with his missus.
That's amazing.
No, to be fair though, me going and sleeping down there sounds like a great idea. You get your coffin to sleep in. I don't have to sleep in a coffin. Then I don't get waken up by the girls when they wake up. Sounds like a plan to me.
I might not get woken up by the girls either because I'll be in a coffin, so.
No, knowing your luck.
Oh.
You'll be sleeping in a coffin. You won't be dead. Jesus.
They'll knock on the coffin and then I'll just rise like Dracula. I'll be like,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that on my headstone.
No, I just saw that. That's a great comment. He's just dying without the commitment.
Oh, that's amazing.
no. What actually happened to James? Do we even know?
Apparently, his internet piled in.
He fell asleep in a coffin.
Did it fell asleep on stream?
No, to be fair, so many people. I never thought I'd see so many people fall asleep on stream as I have.
To be fair, though, JoJo's the first one to ever do it, in my knowledge.
JoJo was the first.
Craig was
I can fall asleep anywhere, and I haven't fallen asleep on a live stream yet. It will come, though, I'm sure.
The only people I know are JoJo, Acid, and Craig.
Oh, Acid was funny.
I think Acid was like full on snoring, weren't he? Just sat in his chair, just
Yeah, but to be fair, when your streams were like 8 hours long,
they were
do
like
you know what I mean?
5 in the morning.
I think the longest one was like 12 hours long. That's some sort of insanity.
Yeah, I've just realised I'm gonna have to go to bed in a minute because the girls will be starting to wake up at like 4.
Ooh.
4 and 6.
She wakes up at 4 for a feed and then she'll go back to sleep. So
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's all good, dude. I've got to get out for work as well in the morning, so probably going to call it a night in about 10 minutes anyway.
Cool. Well, we're going to jump off. I'll stay in the chat for the last 10 minutes or so, but thanks for having us.
You're very welcome anytime, and I'll get that source posted off to you, and then you can tell us what you think.
Have you had stickers and stuff off us? I can't remember.
Yes.
got my logo sticker. He hasn't got my new
If
one
you
yet.
drop us your address, we'll drop you Ebbs' new sticker
You haven't
as well.
got that one, have you?
Nope, I haven't got that one yet.
We'll send you that one and some stuff. So
Awesome. I'll fire my address over in a sec, Abs.
Okay, doc.
Cool.
Guys, thanks for joining. It's been a pleasure as always, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Yep. See you later.
Take care, guys. Good night. And then there were 2. So what's your plans for tomorrow, Stefan?
Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Wednesday.
Wednesday, I think. Yeah.
I'll clean a fish tank out. That's about it.
I don't know if you can see them very well at the moment. Let me see if I can pivot the camera. But I've got 3 enclosures that I'm working on.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all, I showed one of them on the stream earlier on. They're all sort of bioactive to go with me. Whatever turns up in this bio box tomorrow. I've got to get them finished tomorrow. So I've got to finish all 3. So I've got to get them all siliconed up and all the dry coir stuck to them, get all the filming done because I'm doing a video for those, and then work out what I'm going to put in them. Oh, Maria's off. Good night, Maria. Thanks for joining. So yeah,
Definitely tastes like it's gotten hotter.
yeah, Scott noticed. Yeah, as soon as I started pivoting the camera, she dived out of shot. Should we catch her? Ready?
No.
Covering her face. I will get you on one of these live streams eventually, you know that.
I swear she's been on one anyway.
She kind of pops on every now and again when she's not really thinking about it. And she's been on one. She was on my obviously on that hot sauce tarantula feeding challenge video as well. So she's not that camera shy. she's running away now. Oh, bless her. Yeah. So that's my, apart from work, obviously. So I'm in at what I'm not in until 9 tomorrow, but I've got to try and get up a bit earlier. Because I've got the duty phone, so I need to be prepared to be taking phone calls from sort of 7:30 onwards. I can't have conversations when I first wake up. I need at least 2 cups of coffee before I can hold an actual conversation with someone. So, yeah, and I'm hoping if I can get everything done that I need to get done, I'll be finishing early tomorrow and I can concentrate getting these enclosures done. That'll give me some time to sit down and do some video editing, and I can finally put some new videos up on the channel. I've been neglecting it a little bit lately.
You got any more news between you and Steve? This build off.
So we're just waiting on him finishing off his charity build that he's doing at the moment. Once that's all done and dusted, obviously James is going to see about releasing the topic or the theme that we're going to do. We'll get a master of ceremonies to like do all the introduction for it and the competition and all that sort of stuff, and then yeah, set a time and off we go. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. Oh, I think James and Danielle are off as well. Good night, James. Good night, Danielle. Thanks for coming in and supporting us as always. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, I could do that tomorrow. I've got to run a few bits up to Scott, so I could get that out.
Yeah.
Done tomorrow.
Well, in fact, so actually reminded me the first thing I'll do tomorrow is finish the editing on the video of the stuff I got from Scott today. So that's the first video I've got to upload. And then obviously I've got to record the unboxing of the Creature Crate box.
Can I have a bit of help, please?
Oh my God.
I think he wants to eat me. And he's not let go.
How did he get your finger?
He missed the mouse. He was miles away. Ow, fucker. Ah! Oh, he's chewing.
Ooh.
Fucker. Sorry, I'm swearing on live stream. Ah, you get. Oh,
Poor doctor, what's going on?
Wow.
Jeez.
Really has hold. I've got him.
He's got me as well.
I've got him.
Jesus. Sorry, guys.
So that
Yeah.
is a very, very grumpy pied royal that's just missed his dinner and got Sarah's finger instead.
Oh, just sorry, I'll come back and grab him in a sec.
Mate, I'm just going to go and put him away. I'll be back in a sec.
No worries. Welcome to my show.
Oh dear. Yeah. So you just got a little bit overexcited going for his food, apparently.
It happens.
Oh dear.
A bit of excitement for the day. That's the second time this week.
Yeah, that is as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So one of the little green trinket snakes, the male.
Female.
No, it was the female. Yeah. So we had to sort of redo our enclosure a little bit. So we got her out, and yeah, she got her then as well. It's twice in a week. Wow. That's probably because your blood pressure's up a bit now and the adrenaline's going.
Maybe.
You're bleeding quite a bit. Oh dear. So next step for me, I need to find somebody that's got starter colonies of red runner roaches. Yes, mate, it's the Goniosoma prasinum that got a I shouldn't laugh at you.
I know, I'm laughing at me.
Rather dramatic end to the evening. So yeah, I'll get your little bottle of stuff sent off to you soon as well, mate. It's yeah. I haven't tried it on its own yet. I'm not going to make that mistake. I did it last time. That was bad enough, and that was accidentally.
This is on purpose.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I was just not paying attention to what I was doing. I was stirring up the base mix for it, and just without thinking about it, when you stir something, tap the spoon and just lick the spoon. And I'd just done it, and I knew instantly that I'd fucked up. And then the heat came, and it didn't go away for about 25 minutes. I went through what, easily 4 pints of milk, and it just wouldn't go away.
I'm gonna make sure I've got some yogurt,
yeah. I think because it's fresh chili, it's probably not like super hot. I mean, it has got quite a lot of Carolina Reaper in it.
Yeah.
But because it's fresh, pure chilies, it hits you in a different way to the stuff that's just got the chili extract. So yeah. On that note, I'm going to get ready to go and stop some bleeding and call it a night, ready for tomorrow.
Alright then.
Thanks for jumping on, dude.
No worries, anytime.
Scott, thank you again for that box you sent through today, mate. Really impressed. Keep your eye out on the channel. I will be sticking the review video up very, very soon, as soon as I've finished the editing. And then to share that far and wide to try and promote your little business. And yeah, that's it from me. For anyone that's left in the chat, thanks for coming along, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Have a lovely night. Enjoy the rest of your week. see you again same time next week on James's channel next week.
Pretty sure it's James's.
I'm sure. I think it is. It'll either be James or it'll be Tom.
Yeah. Either one.
Right.
Will be there.
Yeah. Right, guys. Take care. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Good night, guys. Bye-bye.